Coors Light, similar.
Colt 45. Okay.
Works every time. What's popping
No,
with y'all?
nigga,
We are
Coors
live.
Light. I don't drink. I don't think I've ever had Colt 45.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
Live!
And we're
We
live.
live. We in the Christmas spirit,
Ooh.
motherfuckers.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, all of those things. Gang, 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 bang, bang. Happy holidays to y'all. This is Intelligently Ratchet, episode 129. Is it 128 or 129?
129.
129,
Okay.
my nizzle. Oh, you sound so low, people.
You know what I'm saying? He the P got his voice on. But
I got my voice.
we got the fam in the building. We got the festive looking, elf looking Omega.
Yo, you got to call me.
Yes.
Yo, I'm telling you how my ears look. Everything good? You know what I'm saying? I'm out here.
Yo, you looking right out here, bro.
How my ears look, yo. How my ears look.
How my ears look. You know what I'm saying? You see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
40-inch joint banging glass tables.
That you dangling
Goon goons
Jangle,
all
jangle.
day.
Jangle.
Jangle. You
Yeah,
top
man.
bitches. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy. You see my name though? Blackie Elf right now.
Blackie Elf. Yeah, get reckless on. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That's not elf lingo, so friend. Elves don't say brrrr.
Jingle bells, nigga.
Hey, when they listen to Griselda, they do.
Straight up and down. This is the year of Griselda.
That's how the snowballs be hitting them.
Jingle bells, jingle, jingle, jingle.
Oh, Jesus.
Jingle,
Jingle, jingle.
That's how we go. That's what we gonna be on.
So we started off.
That's how we gonna be on, no doubt. We got Keisha with a Y in the building, representing the Straight to Tape fam.
What up?
What's happening? No doubt, hip hop mom. We got the luxurious festive P9 in the building.
What's up?
Yes.
What's up? Hey.
Yeah.
And Candy with a C.
Candy with a C. You know what I'm saying? Correct. You know what I'm saying? She gang bang over there. Candy with a C. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, Candy? How you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Okay, good. Her lips didn't move. But
And Justin, I just wanted to let you know it didn't. Blah, 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 blah. They're moving. I believe in myself. So, Justin, I just wanted to let you know that your selfie with the hoodie and the hoodie on, like you did the light skin eyes.
I did
light skin eyes. Did you mean to do that?
I didn't
you
know.
Did the light skin eyes.
I thought I was smizing. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm gonna show my kids that picture tomorrow because they have this whole theory about the light skin face when you
Really? There's a light skin face.
Yeah, they
There's a light
have a whole
face.
theory about it.
It's this one. Hold on, I'm giving it to you. Are you ready for it?
Hold on. No. Wait. Hold on.
Oh, the product.
Oh, it's still there.
So that's the face I always do.
Eyes.
There it is.
No, it was heavy. It was heavy.
It was heavy. You know, I guess because I'm looking like a highlighter. You know what I'm saying? It just came.
It was that sun. It was the sun bouncing back into your eyes.
That's what it is. It's all the reflection. You know.
What I want to say is this right here. How did you find a Scully to match so perfectly with the hoodie with that color, B?
Hey,
that's real.
You got to coordinate.
That's what I'm saying. Right. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I would look when you put an outfit on like that. If you got something in your sneakers that match that,
I wore Tim's today.
Oh, there you go.
So the butter match was the butter with the bull. Right? Fresh butter Tim's. Shout out to Achilles. You know what I'm saying? Fresh butter Tim's.
Yep.
And this is where I got this from. I got this from Achilles too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, shout out to Achilles.
You know what I'm saying? I always want to rep out the home team. You know, I do try to support it. Why are you saying wild like that, Candy?
Wow.
Help me out.
Because he put on Tim's and the hoodie, and you're out of your uniform, kind of. But still out.
No.
I mean, you got the hoodie on and the Scully, but it's highlighters and yeah.
I mean the color, I guess, but Tim's are a staple. You know, me being actually from Philly, you know, that is a regular thing you wear in cold weather. You know,
he said actually Bishop, though. I just want to be clear. He said actually.
Oh, I didn't say anything about Bishop.
Actually,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, yo, like I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, you know what I mean?
I know I'm actually from Philly. What's up, Big Rob? You know, but so that's all.
Yep.
That's it.
That's what it is. Yo, make sure y'all liking and sharing this situation.
Yeah, please. Okay. Yeah. As always, shout out to the Facebook family. Shout out to all the Ratcheteers on Facebook. Make sure you're liking it up. Make sure you're sharing it on your timeline, please. Thank you. All the Ratcheteers on YouTube that are watching. Make sure you like all the buttons. All the buttons except for dislike. And report. You know what I'm saying? All the Ratcheteers. Right. All the records to us on
any publicity is
SoundCloud, everything.
Yo, but I want to give a major shout out before we even get started with the show and everything like that. Me and Candy and Tico was in the comments on just other podcasts. Paparazzi. Yo, man, well, I had a great time. I see why people
wonderful.
I see why people do it. I want to talk about the Bears and the I want to talk about homeboy. What was his name?
He was like,
horse hay.
You gotta come through the horse hay and the root beer.
Can the people get some backstory, please?
Oh man.
So we were on.
Fuck. Go ahead, Bishop.
Horsehair.
Where's yours?
Bears and shit.
So what it was, this guy was commenting on the show or whatever, and it sounded like he was doing text to talk terribly.
Oh, my daddy
was like, he was like every time he kept on saying, you could go with 3, but you always got to have a pony.
Ain't nobody know what he was talking about.
It was bad.
Ain't nobody know.
It was like this. He was talking like he was speaking broken English. It was like English is your second language if you did text to talk.
I thought that was Bishop on that joint because you know Bishop be doing text to talk sometime in the chat. You don't be knowing what he be saying.
No, he doesn't.
That's just how he spells.
Nice try though. Nice try.
Don't try to save me. I don't need your saving.
No, she's saying
that's not. Don't
save him. He don't want to be saved. Don't save him.
Exactly.
He don't want to be
exactly.
Bishop, she's saying that's just how you spell.
That's how I talk sometimes, man. I leave out shit. It's okay. It's okay. But
your brain, you know the right answers, and your brain.
But what I'm gonna say is right here, my non-spelling ass is on 2 podcasts, and I'm on a nationally syndicated comedian.
Right.
Doing pretty good for myself.
No. What we say? You can't say comedian. You are just a dude that tells jokes. Right.
So,
slinging jokes.
The definition of a professional anything is someone who has been paid to do whatever that thing is. So
I haven't.
Well, I'm a professional side dude. Okay.
Well, then you can claim that. Bishop, have you ever been paid to slang jokes?
Since you've known me, I've been being I was true story. 3 months into me starting comedy, I've been a professional comedian.
Well, then there you have it. Yeah. I don't know what that Thornton boy is talking about.
No, it's because I haven't worked on my craft, so I can't really call myself. It's kind of like when he was like, Kazi's not a real rapper, or DJ Phenomenal's not really a DJ because he don't really DJ like that because he.
I would venture to ask, what are his credentials to say such things?
Well, I mean, he's from Philly.
Okay.
He's from Philly and he talk.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. That's
First and foremost, I will tell you that my credentials is that I'm a true friend and I hype my people up. And I do it in a way where I had to degrade them and say, no, you don't really do shit until you start doing shit. So until then, don't say you do it until you do it. So that's what I do. That's my credentials.
He's a friend that makes you get on your grind.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
That's okay.
Right. But that's why I'm telling him that just like we say, oh, DJ Phenomenal is not DJ Phenomenal, he's record player Phenomenal. Okay.
But if you come at me and you call me not a podcaster, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. So
you a podcaster because you podcast.
So okay, so
you're a comedian because you fucking tell jokes.
Listen.
He's just a person that tells jokes.
You know what, Keisha? Thank you for coddling.
It's not coddling at all. It's accepting what you're doing and understanding that there's always room for improvement and growth.
Right.
As opposed to telling someone they're not what they are in order to motivate them. If that works for y'all's friendship, that's fine. It don't work for mine. So I'll punch you in the fucking throat.
Okay, that's fine. You can punch me in the throat, but I hit back. Okay.
Ooh,
so
you ain't getting
what I'm saying. What I'm saying, Keish, is
we
only known each other 6 weeks or whatever. So we're just getting to know each other. We've really only had one conversation outside of this setting here. Bishop knows me. Bishop knows how I am and what I do or whatever. So it's just me of showing love. Like, no, bro, you need to do more.
Right.
And the reason that it came up was because they did a top 50 comedians in North Carolina and he wasn't on the list. And when I showed her, I said, hey, bro, you ain't out here working. You bullshitting. So until then, don't say you're a comedian no more around me. You got to say that you just a person that tells jokes. And so just like with our boy Kazi, I did the same thing. Like, hey, bro, you might just go ahead and call your retirement, or don't say you're a rapper. It was a whole bunch of doing that. I was like, hey, where the music coming out? And I did that, and I was on him for like a year, and then he finally put music out, a great body of work. You know what I'm saying?
Now he could be a rapper again.
And now he's a rapper.
We will allow him to be a rapper.
Okay, so your method works. Okay. Next subject.
Thank you.
I'm over it.
Okay.
You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that straight to tape. We already got beef for straight to tape already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Importance. Justin almost got me fired. Let me tell y'all what happened. So Just gets all reckless on Ratchet 2 weeks ago.
We do.
Got all reckless and called out Rob, our good friend Rob Maximus, called him a dickhead and pussy and all that shit. And those are terms of endearment in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if you're from Philly, you will understand that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you get talk reckless. So Rob caught wind of this. I don't know how. Maybe someone went back and told, you know what I'm saying?
He watches the show.
He went out there, got the information, confronted me on straight to tape. At the end of the show, said, you know what, I got to make a choice. I either got to be straight to tape or intelligently ratchet. You know what I'm saying? So we got a whole inner squad beef right now. Me and Key are caught in the middle. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who. They both family to us. Now,
I ain't caught in the middle. You caught in the middle.
Key is loyal. Key is loyal. Key is loyal to the soil, and I don't expect nothing different.
I love y'all all individually, but this ain't my fight. I ain't got no fight.
All right, I already know where it is. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have. I know where you stand. You're not caught in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
I'm caught in the middle. I like both.
You're not.
I mean, when it come down to it,
don't make me say my famous quote where I say the friend of my enemy is also my enemy.
Listen, when I'm saying this right here, if straight to tape win this award, I got to go with my career, buddy. I'm out here. I'm going for the championship. I'm Kevin Durant and shit.
We still got rings. We still playing. We still good out here.
Listen,
you ain't gotta take your talents to South Beach. We still straight.
I'm out of here. I'm going to the team to beat me.
Look.
That is terrible.
I catch y'all on the back.
Terrible, Bishop.
You ain't loyal. See, you know what? You
faking some damn lights on your chest. Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
you ain't loyal.
You heard it that time.
I am changing the password after this show. I'm changing the password on everything. You ain't loyal. I don't appreciate that one. I don't appreciate that one.
I'm telling you, I'm like Durant. I done put 4 years in this. I'm trying to get this shit.
Man, Cause I got a really big team. Let's see. I'm just letting you know what.
Where's my Steph Curry?
The window.
Hey, Just, I told you to get some people around me that I can play with, and you know who you get me? You get me phenomenal.
Phenom is a facilitator. He know how to dish. He know how to pass the ball. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking for Anthony Davis. You go get me. You know what you get me? You get me Dwight Howard. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got me.
Hey, look.
He is Stojakovic.
You can follow your dreams, right? You can achieve anything.
Just know I can get you the ball. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna get you the shot. I ain't gonna take a
pass off.
I'll pass it over.
There you go, Pino.
You're a facilitator.
Exactly.
You know,
listen, man. I need
my role. It's okay.
A moderator.
I need an athletic wing. You gonna get me a 7'7" slow guard from Lithuania. I don't need no Lithuanians.
Lithuania.
Don't need no Lithuanians.
Oh man, dang! You just publicly dissed us for the end of the year. Thank you.
Right, end of the year.
Thank you. Man. I see where you stand. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I'm saying so. What I mean is right here. I don't mean
what you said.
What I had meant was.
And shout out to everybody in Lithuania that's checking us out. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, what I'm gonna say is this right here. Y'all witness. Since I'm just a joke slayer, you know what I'm saying? I'm a mean joke slayer. That's how it's going down. You know what I'm saying? If you can't take a joke, then get off intelligently, Ratchet.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
You see
how me and Justin on the logo, we deleted the homie. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to act right, but get him out of here. You don't want to be good.
Hey. Yeah, out of here. Shout out to Kazio.
Shout out to Kazio. We need to put Phenomenal in there, but he's gonna look too close to Justin with a Caesar. We just gonna recycle Justin shit and just put a Caesar on him.
Right. It'll be looking like this.
I don't know why I'm here today.
Yo, if y'all didn't know what's going on, man, this is the year. This is the last show of the year. The year-end show.
Is it? No, it's not.
Not the last show. I got one more, Doc.
Technically,
we got one more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me change the color so your Caesar don't work. How that blue and yellow work?
I didn't know if he's talking about my green.
Lord, you done gave my best male friend a damn seizure with your damn.
Hold on, how about that?
You done gave my friend a epilepsy. What do you like?
I'm sorry. Hold on. Is that better, Tico?
There you go.
I can't.
Oh man. All right, so we started out with the jokes. Candy, how your week been? What's going on with you? How you been? What's up? I don't care about nobody else right now. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. Santa said that I couldn't have Japanese whiskey, and so I bought. I got something else instead. And
what was that? Put it up again.
It's happy Santa juice.
Oh yay! Okay. Do you could you not find the Japanese whiskey? Because I'm going to the liquor store in Roseville tomorrow, and I heard it's popping. With them, they have a great selection. So when I get there, I'm going early. So when I get there, I'll hit you up.
Okay, please.
Y'all say Japanese whiskey. What we talking about? Sake? Or we talking about something else?
No, Japanese sake is Japanese rice wine.
Rice wine, yes.
Okay.
Japanese whiskey is whiskey made in Japan.
Look at what I gotta do
Japanese whiskey.
to have you take a shot on air before the year ends out.
Yay!
Yeah, let's do that, man.
I'll take a shot on air before the year ends out. That means I
don't believe you.
That's either tonight or tomorrow. Or
somebody get sweet tea ready in a shot glass.
Right.
Hey baby, who'll be over the Palmer?
Let's try phenomenal. Just say no. Okay, just say no. Don't be trying to trick the people out here.
It's okay. No, I know how we can work this out. What we can do is we can pre-record it for next week. That's what we need to do. We can pre-record it for next week and air it. If we have trouble doing it live.
I'm gonna just go his crib. Yeah.
Right, because you don't only because everybody got banana bread, but you, Phenom.
And I was gonna say,
delicious.
I didn't. I wanted to publicly say thank you, but I didn't know if you liked everyone else the way you liked me.
I got banana.
You add some extra bananas in your banana bread.
Hey, look
extra bananas. Hey. Some extra nuts in your banana bread.
Nuts.
I ain't had no nuts.
Pause. I keep my nuts. Wait, that wasn't better. Anyway.
No, I don't keep
that mine. Sucks for you.
Anyway,
that sucks
so
for you.
I slice mine and warm it up in the microwave and then put some melted butter on it. It's delightful. Absolutely delightful. Thank you, Candy.
Yes, thank you. And I'm not a banana bread person, but I did personally try it because I know it was made personally and I know it was made with love. And I was like, hey.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Shout out to the other confections also.
Candy, you make me want to go deliver some Christmas crack to these guys tomorrow.
Yeah. And see, I told y'all that's what I do every year. That's what I stopped. That's a tradition for me to be able to give people loaves of banana bread, but they usually can come to the house and we sit for about an hour. Yeah. And they might even see some while we're here and we catch up. There are people that's the only time, that's the only time they come by during the year. And my birthday party maybe, but on one-on-one, that's the only time. There's some people, that's the only day they come by a year. And I'm fine with that, but it's nice to have it as a thing to look forward to. And I think it's important to figure out some ways to have some kind of normalcy right now.
Yeah.
So it might look different, you know what I'm saying? But it's important to stop trying. Say what, baby doll?
I seen smoke. I thought Keisha's house was on fire.
Keisha over there, motherfucker, smoking joints.
She burning sage.
She in that motherfucker smoking. You ain't seen the black girl. She in that
mother I do have a sage thing, and I burnt a little bit because I was interested in how it would smell. And my son comes down. That was weeks ago. I've had it for a while. He comes down and he sees it, and he was like, "Did you sage without me?"
Whoa!
I'm like, no, I didn't. I just did it to see how it was going to smell. He's like, "Give me your lighter. I'm about to sage this room." I'm like, "No, you're not." But thank you.
What you know how sage is supposed to get rid of negative energy? What if he just ran outside with his hair on fire? Like, no, Mom, why would
he's my bestest baby.
Is that the one that had the birthday?
He just had a birthday. He just turned 17.
Nice.
Graduating from high school. He's done with high school and he's going to culinary school in January.
Okay.
And so my bonus baby just turned 18 on the 18th of this month. And so we went to the piercing tattoo parlor and I got a nose ring and they both got earrings. So
okay. That's what's up. Happy belated birthday. Cause I did see that post. So happy belated birthday to you.
My birthday is Saturday. I don't know what I'm doing, but it'll
Your birthday Saturday?
My birthday is the day after Christmas.
You are a gift.
All my life.
I wish I would have known.
My birthday's been the day after Christmas.
She's been telling us.
All my life.
You should have been telling us.
Years old, but I'm 10 years old. I would have gotten you something.
You don't have to give me anything. It's fine.
No, that's
I don't need
language. Just what I do.
Well, okay. So my birthday's you have a whole week. I mean a few days.
But I have a whole week.
No. And
I'd have gave you 45 on the hair care instead of 30. Like, dang.
I cannot wait. Listen, I can't wait to get this hair care because I'm having I have hair ADHD and my hair's been like this for like a while. So I'm having an issue. But anyway, so my kids are going out of town on Saturday morning.
Okay.
No. Sunday morning. They'll be here for my birthday and they'll be back like Monday evening. So
Cookie Monster.
So what you doing for your birthday?
I don't know yet.
Hey, we coming to your house for drinks.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, cool.
Cookie Monster.
Shut your mouth, nigga.
If you don't say nothing,
I'm gonna just buy.
Can we do that?
I don't know. My friend, my best good friend asked me to ride to Maryland with her, so we may do that.
So you may be out of town. Okay. So
no, not on my birthday though. Not on my birthday. We may go Sunday and come back Monday.
No, I would like to do that because we haven't met. I haven't met any of the straight to take people. We just I just talked to y'all on.
You talk shit online.
Yep.
That's it. It's all I talk shit and
internet
that's what I do. Yeah,
I know because they flaked on us. You know what I'm saying? When we asked them to come through, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yeah,
it's ain't no straight to tapers come through.
It's all good.
Where?
We got time next year. Calm yourself down. Why you all aggressive right now?
It's all
you got the good hat on and the
Blackie Elf. Pull up the names, Justin. You see the AKA Bishop Omega, Blackie Elf, all day, every day, Christmas time. Brat, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No.
I was going to change.
Jingle.
I still might do. I was going to change my name to Just Maximus just to mess with my man. But
Wow. I cannot. Do we have some things to talk about today?
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't ask how everyone was doing, but I'm assuming everybody's doing good. So let's get into our joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to all the Ratchet kids. Make sure y'all like it up. Make sure y'all sharing everything, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, and like it up. So I guess let's start from last week. Since only thing that's really been going on was the versus E40 and Too Short Battle. How did y'all like that? Did y'all anybody watch it?
I did.
I did not watch it. I fell asleep, and I'm going to get more beer now while y'all talk about it.
So
okay, gotcha. Okay,
which is awesome. Now I watched it, right, and I watched it, and you know what I'm saying, and I was in a good space. If y'all, you know what I'm saying, I was in my good space after I had a snack. So it really took me by surprise on how dope it really was, man. It was super. It was all the E40 songs that I forgot. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up, you listen to Yo MTV Raps and MTV and all that stuff, and those things come up, and you like, it's E40, and you forget about it, but you forget that they played it so much that these is hits. In your mind. So I was like, I thought it was real dope. E40 with the dancing.
Yes.
I was there for E40 dancing. I'm like, yo, E40 has the longest torso and the teeniest leg. And when that mug was doing his dances, I was like, yo, you know what? That's woo. I don't know if it was the jacket, the Gucci jacket, but yo, shout out to E40.
That was a nice jacket.
That was a dope. But when Too Short came out with the A's jacket, with the
and he had the 3 outfit changes and shit. Too Short came with multiple clothing options. He came with his stylist and shit. And E40 started feeling simple, like what nobody gave me the memo. Go get my pea coat from the back. Somebody go get my pea coat from the back.
He was like, nah.
Yeah. Craziness. So I turned it on late, and the reason it was because I was out with my oldest, and me and him were having just a really good day. We were just vibing,
right?
And while he was getting dressed before we went out, he was doing the Kill Bill whistle, that joint or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, but there's a song called Chill Bill. So while we just vibing, I had played that joint and we just vibing in the car. And I was like, yeah, I really like that joint. Me and him just, communicating off of that. And I was talking about Kill Bill. He was like, what's that? And I was like, I ain't never show you Kill Bill. And I was like, oh, we're going back to the house.
First of all, he's a great parent because he shouldn't be showing his young son Kill Bill.
I don't mean it. I'm being facetious.
I said, we going back to the house. We're going to watch Kill Bill.
Okay.
So we watched Kill Bill 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? And so we went to the Dank first and foremost. Shout out to the Shrimp and Pasta Dankery. If you ain't had that food truck, that joint, they got some great ass food. Wow. So we went about our day, went to the Dank, and we came back and we just watched Kill Bill 1 and 2. So we watched 1. I was like, you want to watch 2? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. So we started watching 2, and by that time, the verses was already on, so I had missed a good, bit of it or whatever. But I came on when E40 was in his groove, because when I went and watched the whole playback, E40 started hitting him with like back to back like joints. You know what I'm saying? It was just You know what I'm saying? And
that mug was like, yo, E40. When it was in the slang, man. When that mug said, hey, yo, he said, yo, they would call each other by their real names and shit. Like Earl.
He said Earl.
He was like, yo, E40 was like, yo, talk to me. I'll talk back. I said, word, man. I'm gonna start using that right there. Talk to me. I'll talk back.
I'll talk back. Yeah.
Pippin. Anyway, what do you say? Pippin. I was like, I'm just gonna call everybody Pippin.
But I know I didn't
watch
watch it,
vocabulary.
but I couldn't imagine E40 having a bigger song than
No, E40 got him.
Oh, Too Short started feeling it too.
Yeah,
Too Short. No, Too Short. I'm gonna give Too Short because I went back and watched it. Out of the 20-something songs, I'm gonna give Too Short 5. E40 started hitting, and I was like, I forgot.
I was surprised.
I forgot about that. But he was on that song. I mean. E40 hit Too Short. Don't get me wrong, Too Short hit you with Blow Your Whistle and
because when he went to Atlanta, they was back.
But E40 had some shit.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, that's the whole internet DJ streaming thing. Like I'm on that. Like I'm on Twitch listening to live DJs all day.
Are you listening to P9 on Twitch?
Sometimes.
Okay, there you go.
But I do. There are teachers and there are educators on there that I listen to, and I'm like, damn, I heard this song when I was a little girl, or I heard this song back at a party in 1995, and I download that shit. So how companies are saying they're not monetizing off of this is a lie, because I know I'm not the only person that does that.
Exactly.
Like there's some shit from that was made in 1974, the year I was born, that I went and downloaded if like once Maceo or Questlove or whatever DJ I listened to played that shit.
Oh, speaking of that, man, we just lost her. Speaking of 1984 and we just lost Exidy from Houdini today. The major rap group. So Houdini classic, like there wouldn't be like, you know what I mean? Those are the guys when you talking about Kool Herc, Houdini, you know,
pioneers of hip hop.
Those are the guys. Those are the guys that, you know, when you walk down a footpath, those were the first feet to ever walk that path, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, you know what I mean? We wouldn't be here. Like, I know I wouldn't be here as Bishop Omega, the joke slinger and ex rapper, without those dudes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. And a lot of us wouldn't be in the position of loving hip hop without those guys.
Arguably, Ecstasy was one of the first hip hop fucking sex symbols that existed.
Okay, it's a hat. It's a hat. I'm about to go give me an Ecstasy hat right now. Had my nipples out. You hear me?
It was a hat. What?
No.
If you're gonna do it, you got to do it. It was a hat,
the
leather vest with no shirt on,
right,
and the little leather shorts. So if you're gonna do it, you got to do it. Sorry.
Listen. When I'm saying it, I got thick thighs. Okay, my thighs are a little thick. Like we putting on no leather. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to.
Thick.
It'd be like this: is walking outside with tight gray sweatpants on. I don't need that. I don't need that type of action. Like what's going to be looking like the homeboy from Cameo? Girl, everybody.
My kids are a grade apart, right?
And
they come home from elementary school. They probably were in the second and third grade. And like, hey mom, like this girl we met, like we know she goes to school with us. I think she's in my youngest son's class. Her dad's in like this famous group, and so we go through all of these iterations of questions. Come to find out, her granddad is Larry Blackman from fucking Cameo.
Wow.
And so talking to friends of mine, like they literally have partied with Larry Blackman here in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yo, is he still on it like that? Is he still partying?
I don't know. This was years ago.
Oh.
This was years ago.
Yo, North Carolina got some history,
and the stories that I've been told are years before that. So I don't know, but he looks like it because I forgot something happened with Larry Blackman recently, and I sent a picture to my family group chat, and my dad said, "Look at his eyes. He doing more than whatever he say he doing.
He was doing all the cocaine. He's still on the cocaine. The cocaine.
I was waiting for it. I thought it, and Bishop said it. I love it.
Man, it's like this. You know, I'm a strong believer. I'm a strong believer in this right here. If you know your coke level, then you can rule the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? It depends on like your coke level, because there's some coke heads that get shit done.
Yeah, there are. You'd be surprised. Maybe you wouldn't, Bishop, but yeah.
I know what it is. Like this. I know who I am. If I hit cocaine, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you see this right here, I'm gonna instantly get alopecia. I'm gonna get the cul-de-sac in my head. My fro gonna grow out real nappy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get bumps on my face or whatever.
Is that your superpower? Actually, that's your superpower. Stop lying.
Listen. When I say I get crack,
superpower.
My superpower is crackish.
My superpower.
Did you get your superpower the other night? Superpower the other night? You got crackish?
I didn't get. You know what? My superpower did not come out, man. You know what I'm saying? I was mad.
Everybody didn't get theirs.
But you know what? I did come up with conspiracy theory out there. I did come up with this conspiracy theory out there. The reason why out of thin air. This is what I did. I made it up. You want to hear it? Okay, watch this.
Here you go. I got a song for you. One hit. Here you go.
Here you go. So they knew this was coming, because you got to know that a lot of people know that black people is about to get superpowers. This has been a highly guarded secret for centuries. That's the reason why they were so. That's the reason why they were so adamant on putting 5G up, so that could block the rays from the conjunction coming down to Earth because of the 5G barrier. And then they got COVID to keep people in the house, because if more of us was outside, it would have been more like a Care Bear stare, where all of us would have been able to see.
Like, we would have been Care Bear.
You keep black bodies in the house. They kept us in the house behind these masks, and the 5G stopped us from getting superpowers. My brothers and sisters.
You can't talk today.
It was the Illuminati.
Bishop can't talk today.
The 5G stopped us, man. I tell
you.
That's good.
Did you get your superpower?
Well, I already got my superpower. I think I've had it. And it will be strengthened through this solstice, but it's code switching.
Code switch. Oh, okay.
I can see that superpower.
I've had that.
Okay.
Hi.
My beard came back in. I think that's probably what my superpower was. It was like, okay, Bishop, your beard can come back fully.
All at once.
So when you're talking to people, do you say your name is Kareem or do you say your name is Bishop?
I call for real. This is how I have to separate people. So if you're really cool with me, you can call me Kareem. There's only certain people that call me Kareem.
Kareem.
I know where I know you from. Like what era I know you from.
Yep.
So
it's Kareem, right?
It's Kareem.
Kareem.
So that's how I have to do it. So a lot of people don't call me. A lot of people don't call me don't get to call me Kareem. I you know what I'm saying? Like only my closest friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know people from growing up, like people elementary.
What do they call you?
Elementary school.
What they call me at work?
Yeah.
Oh, what they call me at work? They call me Randolph. You know what I'm saying? I'm relying on my applications and shit. How you think I get in them motherfuckers? Good ass jobs and shit. Ain't nobody hiring no Kareem to work from home.
Oh no, mine is K.
Yo, if Anita call you Bishop, she mad at you.
Yo, it make me itch. It make me itch. Like if my mama call me Bishop, it make me itch. It don't sound good from them.
You ain't take out the trash, Bishop.
Bishop. Oh,
yeah.
Like when you said it, I heard it in her voice. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I can't. I don't like it. Nope.
All right, P. What do? Okay, we call you P or Patrick. Well, what do your family call you?
Patrick.
They all call you Patrick.
What? They ain't even. This boy ain't got no nickname.
You ain't got no nickname like Scooter or nothing.
Everybody in my most people in my family ended up with a nickname. Fortunately, I avoided it. I never ended up with a nickname. So
yo, I feel like people just in there like, you're not gonna call me about. You will call me Patrick. That's in my middle name too.
Assert yourself, nigga. Assert yourself.
Nah,
you need a nickname so you can feel.
Friends always shorten it to P or Pat, but most people just call me Patrick. They call me by my actual name.
Your whole name too, Patrick.
Or depending on now, hit and give some further background. Depending talking about eras of knowing people. Now, if you knew me before P Nominal, you might call me Drag or Black, just because that was my Black Dragon was my old DJ name way back in the day.
Black Dragon,
a long time. You might call me that.
Oh shit.
DJ Black Dragon, how's your name?
DJ Black Dragon? Why don't we have merch? We need merch.
I like that shit. I like that.
I mean, just the ideas on the damn logo for that shit.
You should have never told us that.
You should go. You should run with that. Run with it. Red Dragon, Black Dragon. Run with it.
DJ Black Dragon. Ha.
DJ.
That's how my drop used to sound too. You got it. You got it right. That's wild. But yeah, that's the only other name I've answered to outside of.
Yo, I'm so glad you switched.
Okay, how did you come up with Black Dragon? I need to know this one. How did you come up with Black Dragon?
So I was black. I like dragons, and that's there you go.
I'm a nerd.
Yo, you oversimplified it, but yeah, that's kind of that's almost right. So big Dragon Ball Z head. And I wasn't about to call myself Shinron or like Green Dragon. So I was like, well, I like dragons. All right, well, obviously I'm Black Dragon. I'll run with it. And then kind of go like an anime sort of, expression, if you will. So it unlocked me to be able to do whatever I wanted. But corporate events, they don't like the idea of Black Dragon. So I was like, ooh, I got to change it.
They don't like the event of Black anything.
Sounds like drugs.
That's a good point, though.
Sounds like drugs.
It does sound like drugs.
All right, Keith. So what do people at work call you versus what your family calls you?
People at work call me Kesha.
Kesha. Okay.
Because they just mispronounce my name.
Okay. I was about to be like, damn, have I been pronouncing your name wrong? Okay.
No, it's Key. It definitely is Keisha. My family and friends call me Keish or Yoda.
Yoda? Okay. Yeah. How did that name come about?
Because I'm Yoda.
How are you Yoda? Like, wow. Because are you little in real live?
And green with big ears? No.
But you're short like Grogu. Like you're like
I'm an overthinker. So.
Or are you just old as hell?
Nigga, no.
She had a bout with dyslexia. So she used to say things backwards.
Yeah,
and doing pig Latin.
No, Yoda, Keish. My dad calls me Keisha Booney. He has always.
These nicknames are awesome.
And all these niggas call me Dead Bitch.
Dead Bitch. Okay.
Dead Bitch. What about you, Candy?
I mean, her name's Candace.
Her name's Candace.
Y'all don't know me. I got like 3 lives. Y'all don't know me. Y'all just know this one.
Please share.
So,
well, that's why we asking you, Candy.
You have the big screen in your time.
In your time. Take your time, Candy.
So people at elementary school call me by my first name. And then my mama has always called me Candy, and my daddy and my family that lives here calls me Candace. And so for the most part, like if you know me from like work stuff, you might call me Candy. But like it's weird when people who like I'm close to do it. Yeah, I think I like Candace better. Yeah, I like that one better. And that's more like, that's the comfort people I know.
Your cup's empty.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
But you got to understand. Wait, my cup?
Yeah.
But it's not. Like you drink whiskey. Like I'm not drinking. I'm not like slocking down whiskey. You drink whiskey slowly.
Okay.
So like I said, yeah. It's a yeah. Some people in elementary school call me by my first name. Most people just call me my middle name.
What's the first name?
We're not doing that.
Oh,
we're not doing that.
I mean, I was just making sure I understood that you were intentionally avoiding that.
Yeah.
It's just pointless. You know how it's just pointless. Yeah, it's just pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because people think how people think it's cute.
You built your moniker. Yeah, you want to punch them in the throat. I get it.
Did either of y'all have a club name?
A club
name? Oh, like a fake name? No, we didn't have that many clubs in Indiana.
Well, everybody called, like, people that don't know me that recognize me call me Kim for some reason. Like it is phenomenal how people say I look like a Kim and they thought my name was Kim.
Oh shit!
My name's not Kim.
That's funny. And then when Keisha is at the club and she get drunk and shit when she out at parties, like I can just see her going with it and fucking with people.
No, I don't.
And let them call her Kim.
Okay, we're gonna play a game because she already said people say she looked like a Kim. What does, if you didn't know his name, what would this person look like? What would you say this person's name was?
Charles.
Travis.
Raekwon.
Raekwon.
Charles.
That's me.
You're Charles.
Right.
Definitely a Charles, aka Chuck.
Okay.
My name is Chuck.
You're like a Lewis though. You got strong Lewis vibes.
Lewis, yeah. Okay.
Well, I ain't got no updated names. You give me all these old names.
We sound like Donnie Simpson.
Right.
Like a Michael.
Donald. So you aligned yourself to Donnie.
Okay.
Donnie,
yeah, and you sound like Donnie Simpson. Yeah, you sound like Donnie Simpson.
You sound like Donnie Simpson. You are actually Donnie Simpson are voice twins.
Okay. Now,
you can't want to be called something young.
Okay. Now, what about this person? What would you say this person's name is?
Rashida.
Okay. Kilolo.
Kilolo.
Kamika too.
No.
Quetta.
Ashley.
Nah, she like a summer or autumn. Like,
you're right. Some kind of
seasonal name.
Spring.
Okay.
Summer, spring, Jenkins.
Moonshine. Summer, spring, moonshine, Jenkins.
Okay. What about this name?
Oh, you all day a Malik, nigga.
Oh yeah, you from Philly. You gotta, definitely a Malik because everybody in Philly got a Muslim name.
Malik is fitting.
Really, Malik?
You a Malik, nigga. Yeah. Like, and you just and look. And
hey, throw up the Black Power fist for us, right quick.
Yo, Key.
Yep, exactly.
He not just Malik. He not just Malik, he Black Malik too.
No,
like, yo. What you talking about? You talking about Black Malik.
That is hilarious.
Yep,
absolutely. They go Black Malik
right there. Yo, they go Black Malik right there, yo.
They go Black Malik.
Shabazz.
Dark skin Malik. Okay, got you.
Hassan.
Dottie said Hassan. You look like Hassan.
Anything Muslim, something Muslim. That's all we know. Something Muslim.
Wow.
That nigga last name O'Connell. He like Black Malik O'Connell. Like what?
Black Malik.
Look, on the real,
Malik O'Connell.
On the real,
Malik McDougal.
That's a fair name. Because
on the real, Justin, you and Rob are the only two. You and Rob are the only two niggas I know from Philly that don't have Muslim names.
Wow.
The only two, you and Rob. Everybody else, like also your real name's Rob.
Either they have Muslim names or they're not really from Philly. I got you. Okay.
You're not really.
Oh man,
they're not really from Philly.
Ooh. I know other motherfuckers from Philly, and that's my point. Like,
I mean, his name's Kareem, so maybe she's including him in the niggas she knows from Philly that have
Kareem Rashad. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Bingham. Bingham. I'm from Philly, B. I got pictures.
Yo, listen, my last name is McDougal.
Mm-hmm. Project.
Terrace.
Shout out to the Mac.
Thank you very much. I'm not a slumlord, but the company I work for is based in Ontario, right? So one of my coworkers hit me up one day to ask me something, but just break the ice. Was like, McDougal, oh my God, are you from Scotland? I'm like, no. He was. So I waited. I just said no. I just said no. And I waited for him to move on to the whatever he hit me up for on IM, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no, he wanted to ask, well, how did you get the last name McDougal?
Slavery.
That's exactly what that is the word I typed.
Wow.
He's from Canada. Like he's not part of.
He's slightly ignorant to the fact.
He's ignorant of the. He was like, "Oh, I think I read about that."
What?
That makes complete sense. Okay, thanks. And I just sent him back to smiley.
He ain't mean no harm even. He won't even like,
He didn't mean any harm. He just didn't know.
He was genuine. You could tell he was genuinely ignorant, not like the facetious ignorant.
Right. Just ignorant, not willfully ignorant. He was just had no idea, right?
Yes.
So I let him know. I said the people that one of my ancestors were named McDougal. He was like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay,
all right, trust that down."
I read about
that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just go ahead.
So far off.
That's the fuck you get for playing games, Justin.
All right.
No, that's just how it is. This is how it is. Okay. So serious topic conversation. So I actually almost got the vaccine. Have any of y'all thought about doing that?
Hell no.
No, sir.
Not at all.
Wow. He said that heavy.
Why?
He said it heavy. You thought about it?
Why?
I have conversations about it.
You said why what?
You said hell no. So why that hefty hell no?
I mean, you're talking to somebody who doesn't even get flu shots. What the hell get a whole vaccine for?
Well, we don't know that about you, Lewis.
Well, let me tell you something, brother Abdul Malik. I don't do flu shots. I don't even do much medicine, to be honest with you. But I'm absolutely not even remotely considering doing this vaccination under any circumstances. No.
Okay.
It's a hard no for me.
Okay. Miss McDougal.
No. I will eventually, but not right now. I'm like 3 at least versions behind on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I roll.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna let all of this shit play out. Maybe late next year, I'll look at it again and see if it's something that I want to do. But other than that, no, it's too new. Like Nani just said, it's just it's too new. I get it for frontline workers and people, but I work from home. I don't really have to go anywhere. So I'm gonna just sit this one out.
So is it more? I get that. So is it more of like, okay, I can wait until the essential people or the people I deem essential, the majority of them have it, and then I'll think about getting it, or I'll wait until they have gotten the kinks out and they got version 2.0, 3.0.
I mean, the people will just wait for them to turn into zombies and decide whether I want to turn into a zombie or not. Jokes, but it's a little bit of both. Like, Black people have the absolute right, and if you want to call it a privilege, to question the medical science experimentation that happens here in this United States. Like the Tuskegee experiment.
Yes.
Eugenics that has happened across all states over the course of the last 75 to 100 years. Like, you have every right to question what's going on. And so I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna look at the data and see what happens. We still don't know a whole lot about the virus itself. We do know from recent news that the virus has already mutated and started acting differently. That really shouldn't be alarming to a lot of people that know anything about science, because that's what viruses do. They get into an environment, they act like they act, and then they mutate. So, but I need more data. That's it. I need more data. I need more science. I need more studying about the short-term and long-term effects, especially of this virus and of the vaccine.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. No, Nani, for your question, because I am deemed essential, based on my profession and where I work, I have that available, and I really did think about getting it. But the two main things that deterred me from getting it is, one, we're still going to be, if we get the shots, we're still going to be, you still have to wear a mask. You still have to social distance. And I'm thinking, there's really no point. But then also, call me what you want, but I watched a show over the summer on Amazon Prime called Utopia. And the basis about the show was that there was a virus, and in the vaccine was another virus. And it didn't kill people, but
they say there's no active virus in this vaccine. They say there's no active virus in this vaccine.
Okay, I understand that. But in the show, in the vaccine, there was another virus, and it stayed. What it did, it didn't kill people, but it stopped people from reproducing, basically. And it was supposed to do the stuff for basically the dude was like a Thanos, and he was like, nah, we need to get rid of a lot
population
of
population
control and everything like that. And it just made me, I was just like, art imitates life. Sometimes life imitates art. I don't know which one is which on this one, but I'm chilling for right now. And so I just felt like it. I'm okay with waiting. Right. I'm already socially distancing. I'm wearing a mask at work for my 10-hour shift and wherever I go. So I'm cool.
Are you in a 1A, 1B category then? Are y'all like because of where you're at? Are you in the 1A, 1B category?
Like, they already told me, like, I could have gotten it. I could have gotten the shot 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
I was like, before they even made it to the general public, I was one of those people that was like, hey, you can get the shot if you want it. And I was like, I'll wait.
I'm okay with it.
Thank you, Justin, because you too much of a big nigga to be fighting while you're a zombie and shit like that. I love you to death. But I need somebody.
So if they make it a requirement, for people, like employers make it a requirement, I foresee a lot of new new folks going back to, well, not new, but folks going back to like being the weed man. Like,
right.
Everybody ain't gone.
I don't think they'll make it a requirement.
No, I don't either,
but I still like what I said.
Even up until this time with me, and I work for the government, so even before COVID, Corona, whatever you want to call it, they wanted people to take flu shots, and if you didn't take a flu shot, then they wanted you to wear a mask, and people would do that from the wintertime until spring, and so it was already a normalcy for me in that environment, which I was cool with. I guess for me, I wasn't necessarily because I wasn't always taking the flu shot either. I grew up taking a tablespoon of honey every day.
Lord, my mama gives me
I grew up taking a tablespoon of honey every day, and it wasn't until I joined the military when I got like the anthrax shots and a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, you done had plenty of.
Yeah, I didn't had plenty of those joints. So I'm like, I don't know what they was putting in me anyway. I just took it for what it was, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm very conscious. And when I got out of the military, I wasn't taking the flu shots. I went back to that tablespoon of honey, and I was giving my boys tablespoons of honey every day.
Local honey?
Huh?
Local honey?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not grocery.
Because honey has a lot of antioxidants and stuff that helps. So this was what I was raised on. So it was just like, okay, you take that, and you should be good. And it wasn't for me until it was like a couple years ago when I took one again. I got sick, and I was like, nope, going back to the honey.
Yeah. I get it.
It was a lot better. Also, I'm just waiting. But yeah, I'm not in a rush to take it.
Okay. I mean, I was
in agreement with like Keisha's version as well. We'll see when we get there. Right now, anything like if you know anybody who does clinical trials, especially if you know somebody Black that do clinical trials, right? Like they don't have enough of us in most of these pools of any of the drugs that they're prescribing overall. They don't have enough Black folks in them to ensure that there's safety in place for us. Even we can talk about like just stuff, regular prescription drugs. So this is a
genetic
other level
that should be taken into account, and not to say that we have
superpowers
necessarily, but
we're a little different.
As much Neanderthal. We don't have as much Neanderthal. Can I say that out loud?
You already said it. You said what you said.
I mean, you said it out loud already.
Too late now.
I got a lot of people that work around there, and like, oh, I had one guy that was like, I'm not taking it because 4 people have caught Bell's palsy, and I'm like, well, you can't die from Bell's palsy.
How many people get Bell's palsy?
Right,
and it's reversible, it's treatable.
Exactly, and that's
what's the percentage of Bell's palsy?
It's not.
You can't die from Bell's palsy. It's not reversible. But you have a lot of people dying from, or you have a significant amount of people dying from this virus. So
yeah, definitely.
You saying it?
I mean, it's like there's people that catch Bell's palsy.
We get a lot of people talking about the zombie apocalypse, but we haven't had zombies outside of you taking some bath salts and you want to eat somebody's face.
Listen, I had a joke about that when I was
Florida. That's just Florida.
Only in Florida.
You want to hear my joke about that? We got off air. I'm gonna tell you guys the my bath salt joke. I can't
tell us after the show. But like for real, we
don't be like that. Bishop, look at me.
I gotta let you on, kids, because we
love you. We love you. We love you.
Who's the handsome guy?
We love you. Look at you. Look at you with your new haircut and your hair products. And you know what I'm saying? You got a facial.
He probably did get it. He didn't show that on camera.
No. Listen. No, the facial, like if I would have got the whole kit and caboodle, it'd have been like $70.
How you get your hair and you wearing a hat though?
Right.
Because
right.
it's
a barber.
The ears. The
no,
ears.
man, my hair.
You want to wear the ear.
Hold on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna sit here and talk about put that shit on me. Watch your hands.
You better show it.
Put your camera up so we can see it. Oh, look at that fade.
Turn it around. Look at you with your hair. Look at that hairline. Look at all that hairline. Oh,
you see that hairline?
Look at all that hair.
You better go ahead, Bishop.
It's all mine too. I can even bend in. You could actually see inside. You see that right there? That's ain't no cul-de-sacs.
Ain't no cul-de-sacs.
Because some niggas will get this cut be having a hole right here. They had that hole.
Yeah.
Yes.
My man.
Be having a hole.
My man.
What phenomenal go? Phenomenal got mad
when you was getting your joint process. I was like, oh, he about to have his joint like Raph.
No, it wasn't. Actually, it was just, you know, they don't do the sponge anymore because it pulls your hair out. So they do the thing. So he normally puts the product.
It looks like that thing. Like Tico has a thing where you kill flies.
Yeah, it's like a fly spotter.
Plug it in, it's electric, and you like spot the fly, and you just have to touch the fly, and it electrocutes him. That's what the new hair things look like.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, them joint, and you just do that right now, so it don't pull your hair out, and it gives you that little spiky look or whatever. So, because my hair is so soft that he has to put the mousse in it to do it, and he just.
I have some products. You don't need that thing.
When I say this right here, he put so much shit in my hair, man. It was like I was like, yo, man, you putting way too much, B. Because when it started dripping down your neck and you start feeling it in your lower back, I was like, yo, nigga, you doing too much. And that's what I want.
That's the Bishop had his first wash and go.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it is.
You did. Oh shit, that's what that
Bishop,
was.
you had your first wash and go. Because I get out of the shower and I put mousse and another couple of other magical things in my hair, and it just does what it does. And I make sure all my strands are saturated.
Right.
And then it may drip down your neck. And you just had to make sure you have a little towel. And then you just wait a little bit and it starts to dry. And it ends up like that.
But normally it's not
you
that
really do that in a barber.
It's more like the spritz. But I don't know, because he put like 3 or 4 different products in it. And it was like spritz. And I was like, yo, man, you got...
He did a wash and go. You had somebody do
Bishop,
wash and go.
Bishop, you got the curl. So you got the curl kit, like you got the curl kit package when you clicked on the button.
Yeah,
right.
Shout out to Vonnie hair. Shout out to
you got the curl kit.
Wait to get my products. I can't wait.
I really hope y'all.
It's coming. It's on the way. It's already on the way.
I didn't even order mine yet. I've been bullshit.
You didn't order that?
I haven't ordered it yet, Just. I'm sorry. I've been bullshitting. I've just been working and buying these kids things and stuff like that and shit.
Tico, I got you. I'm waiting to hear back to make sure you can use that same coupon code. But
I want to talk about white privilege a little bit.
Okay.
Talk about white privilege a little bit, and those two things are the whole UNC drug scandal. That sounds like, I don't know if any of y'all watch Power Book 2, but it sounds really like that.
It's the break.
Yeah, but
I watched one episode of Power. I've only watched one episode of Power, so you got help with that. Also, I've only swiped past the like scandal. I haven't read about it, so just share, please.
Okay, so
in the process,
apparently it's Carolina, Duke, not my alma mater, North Carolina State University, and a couple of other schools, traditionally white fraternities allegedly have been wrapped in this drug selling scandal.
Okay.
From the reports, the written reports, there are 21 people that have been implicated in this federal investigation. 21 people that have been charged. 21 college students. You know me, I scoured articles, and from one, maybe two articles, there were pictures of the defendants. There was two white women, one Asian guy, one Latino guy, and a white man. But there's whatever 5 minus 21 is 16 more defendants that were charged in this federal investigation of selling drugs, proliferating drugs across college campuses in North Carolina.
Dang.
Yeah, because guess what? If that would have happened in Central, we'd have had all 21. We would have had
all of them.
First of all, they would have had Intelligently Ratchet on there because three of them looked at Intelligently Ratchet. We would have been in the mug shots and all that shit on our podcast with connections to the Intelligently Ratchet podcast on Facebook Live.
That's right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? See, what happens is that what you know there is this right here. Someone's daddy and mama have a bunch of money to keep some shit.
Right. And it's not even, it may not at this point be racial, it's socioeconomic, right? So if you have the money to get a high-powered attorney to make sure that your picture does not appear in the paper, that's what you have.
Right. That's what happens.
Right. The second white privilege story that I would like to bring to you guys tonight, is
Santa Claus. He won't give it up.
My Santa Claus is black. He always has been.
He was black. I saw him on the porch.
There you go. He's all over my house. Candy came over
first of all,
like black Santa Claus pants on.
Candy.
It was all
Santa Claus is on her porch is Richard. She feeds Richard. You know what I'm saying? He's the local drunk or whatever. That the black Santa Claus you saw was a dude named Richard. You know what I'm saying? He's phenomenal cousin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Keish gives him food, the leftovers from the night before. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason he was there on the porch. He's waiting for his food.
No, nigga, it's a statue. What the fuck is you talking about?
Why your statue move like this? Then?
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's a statue.
The second white privilege story that I would like to bring to you guys tonight is of a pre-med student, a female who is 18 years old. She is attending some college outside of Atlanta. She's from the Atlanta metro area. Travels to the Cayman Islands for her 24-year-old boyfriend's jet skiing competition.
Hold on. Let's go back.
Whoa, pause. Her parents said what?
She's how old again?
You know what? I can't say shit.
She's 18.
And he is how old?
20.
She grown. She's a grown ass woman.
No, 24. Go ahead. Finish the other. Because that's the part. That's the part that
Cayman Islands is controlled by England, basically, right? So when you get there, you in order to fly out, you have to have a negative COVID test.
Right.
So she gets that. She has a negative COVID test. When you get there, they put a tracking bracelet on your wrist and they say you have to go sequester yourself for 14 days. And then you are free to roam our country as you will.
Right.
That is the law. That is how we are doing things. Now, mind you, this group of islands has only had single-digit deaths through this whole thing from COVID due to the
America
that have placed on people.
Right. They're not fucking around.
However, this pre-med student decides that, oh, I know what the fuck I'm doing, and breaks quarantine that she was supposed to be in for 14 days, one full or 2 days after she gets there, so that she can go see her 24-year-old boyfriend's final jet ski fucking competition.
Right.
How fucking
this
white is this shit, right?
I'm gonna say she just real bad at math.
No, but hold on.
No, she's a fucking med student.
There's more.
There's more. Okay.
More.
So she goes out, she breaks curfew, leaves wherever she's supposed to be.
Okay.
Again, they give you a tracking bracelet.
Right.
She does not wear any mask and she does not social distance.
Well, hold on. But then she did this, she premeditated because she said the tracking bracelet that they put on her was too tight.
Yep.
So what they did, they said, okay, we're going to accommodate it and get her a looser bracelet. And all she had to do was
slip it off. I've done that with VIP bracelets before.
Yes, ma'am.
Appreciate you, T, for getting us a VIP. All 12 of your cousins.
That's right.
So they get arrested. Her and her boyfriend get arrested for breaking the COVID law.
Right.
Initially, they sentenced them to like a fine and 40 hours of community service, right?
Right. This is where justice is supposed to go.
But then the prosecutor says, they willfully broke these protocols.
Right.
Like it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't like she's a pre-med student. We put her on quarantine when she got here. She willfully broke the quarantine. They needed more stringent punishment. So the court gives them 4 months in jail.
Because what I'm saying is
wait, there's more though.
But wait, hold on. We're not done now.
There's more.
Yeah, there's more. I heard about that part.
That appeal, they actually get sentenced to 4 months jail. Their lawyers reappeal and get it reduced to 2 months.
Okay.
Of which they can be released after serving 60% of that time, which is 36 days.
Wow.
But her family is still appealing.
They're mad.
Doing the whole media gambit and trying to appeal to Donald Trump, who's basically fucking
pardoning everybody.
Throwing out pardons like
you get a pardon.
Like free cheese.
You get a pardon.
Free cheese.
But he can't do shit about this right now because they would actually have to go through the whole extradition process. And by the time they do that, she'll be done with her 36 days.
She'll serve time by then.
They want it now. They want it now.
But
they want
the sheer, now. Like just listening to her grandmother and her father on the news, there are black people, black men that try to sell cigarettes that they bought for a cent's profit that are now no longer on this earth because they broke a law. Nigga, you is in a whole nother country. Why the fuck can't you follow the laws in the country?
It's kind of remember that incident. Remember that incident with I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but remember that incident about the caning when the when homeboy and them got caned in Singapore, and everyone's like, "Oh, you can't do that."
Right.
No,
he went around ripping, but he went around ripping. He was filmed on camera on a security camera. Ripping down posters of the current dictator of Singapore,
right,
or whatever country he was in. Like white people in America, you can't just go around
doing
not
shit,
following the laws of the country you're in.
They've been socialized. They've been socialized that way.
My thing is right here. Why would you cane them? Because it's Singapore, my nigga. Like at the end of the day, it's like this. You know what I'm saying? If I go to Uzbekistan and start doing shit, and they put fucking Uzbekistan. If I go to Uzbekistan and go in there and smack someone in Uzbekistan, and their punishment is putting scorpions in my ears, guess what? It happens. It happens. That's what they do.
And ain't nobody coming to save your black ass.
No, because you shouldn't have been out there fucking around. Stop out here fucking around. We invite your old stinking ass into our country. We don't want you here no way. We invite your little stinking ass in my country. You know what I'm saying? With the COVID going on, and you out here. First of all, you a goddamn med student. You a med student. You was a. It ain't like you went to. You not going to pool. You ain't going to pool school. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you out this mug. You out here going to cosmetology school or some shit like that. You know your ass. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out here motherfucking welding. You know what I'm saying?
Easy PCI.
It's like this. At the end of the day, if you take your ass out there, they should have went on ahead and gave it. And then that's what I'm saying. That's when the parents and the grandparents and stuff come in and they coddle these babies. No, my parents are like, yo, sit your ass in there for 3 months, 4 months.
Because that's right. Won't do that shit again, motherfucker. But you won't do it again.
That'll hold you.
That'll hold you.
But you know the difference is what you're saying is your parents are telling you that you know better because they feel like they've taught you to know better.
Right.
Understand that there are spaces and places of people, that don't know better, and they don't even know they don't know no better because they've just gotten to do whatever. I have had conversations. So one of my things is I've had conversations with people about this whole walking on the sidewalk thing pre-COVID, right? I have had so many instances where like just walking on the sidewalk downtown, generally, just because that's the only place I generally am walking down, like on the sidewalks, right? Where people run into me, right? Well, white people run into me and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," but they see me in front of them, right? And we're walking like this, and like run into me, and I don't move. Like I don't move because I'm standing. I'm a human. You should see me, right? And I've had conversations with white people about this a few times, and during white folks, shout out to y'all. Y'all are pretty generally pretty open to like conversation and learning and talking things through. So they were like, yeah, I hadn't thought about the fact that like this is the conversation I've had with them. And they're like, they hadn't thought about the fact that like white people have never had to move on the road for anybody. They've never had to move out of the way. So they're just accustomed to taking up the space that they take up. And
can I say I have never had that problem with white people moving out of my way? I've never had that. I've never had
now
that's the thing. That's a thing to talk about too, Bishop. No, that's a thing to talk. There's a fit, but I'm just saying there's some things.
I'm an aggressive
walker. Go ahead.
I'm an aggressive walker. You know what I'm saying?
I walk very aggressive. I don't move. Justin, go ahead, Justin.
Okay, so I spent some time when I was in the military. I spent some time overseas, and I'm just going to talk about Korea specifically. And in the Army, they work with the South Korean military. They have a program where they have certain South Korean soldiers work with the U.S. Army soldiers, and they're called KATUSAs, Koreans Augmented to United States Army.
Cool, I like that.
Interesting. KATUSAs. And excuse
me, just before you go on, DJ Phenomena, maybe you should switch your DJ name to DJ KATUSA. I'm just putting it out there. Go ahead.
KATUSAs.
DJ KATUSAs.
Right.
Keep going, Justin.
So their military ranking structure, first and foremost, everyone in South Korea, all males, they have to do before they turn 23. They have to serve at least 2.5 years of either the military or KNP, which is Korean National Police. But the KATUSA program is a highly sought out program. So you'll get like a lot of well-to-do families that are like the CEO of Samsung. His son will be a KATUSA because he's going to pay to get his son into that program.
Yeah, there's
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hyundai or just well-to-do all families. They pay to get their sons into the military, but then into the KATUSA program. And regardless of rank structure, whether that person is a private and this dude is a sergeant, because this person is well-to-do, they don't have to do as much as this other person has to do.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's like an easy route to get a rank and get
it's easy
behind your name.
To get rank and just get out, and it's just like okay, they got whatever. So, and it would just make me think of because one in the comments is like that's not white people, that's rich people. Like they have that ignorance of I'm not cleaning this. No, you clean this for me because that's beneath me.
Sorry,
they're like Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Wow,
you do everything else. I'm just here.
So they just do that with the other.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The majority of the people are there to serve and they'll serve, but you'll have that small conglomerate, and they're like, "Heck no, I'm not cutting no grass. No, you cut my grass for me. I'm richer than you."
I get that. Yeah. Some I completely agree.
Even though this person is Bishop could be a sergeant, staff sergeant, a higher ranking person in the military. I'm fresh and brand new, and I'm looking at him like, I ain't doing that. I'm richer than you. You do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And guess what he gonna do? Yes. Okay.
Nah, fuck that. You talking about Bishop Omega? You talking about American Bishop Omega?
No. This is you in the alternate universe.
You know where the fuck I'm from? Hold on. I'm going in on this little nigga that's Katusa ass. Listen, you little fucker. I'll break your goddamn rib when nobody know what happened.
And it was certain ones because they worked with us. They had to go by our standards. And I'd be like, what the fuck you ain't doing coming to formation, or what you ain't doing coming to this time, certain things. And I'm trying to.
I'm rich.
And because I'm rich. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And the shit would just kind of bypass them or if they were to get in trouble on the low, they would just be like, oh yeah, we're going to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it on the Korean side. But the family then, all right, here's a couple extra $100.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever.
And grease the right palms at that point.
And grease right through. Right. Yep.
But some of them did do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It has to be like, someone would just got into it. Joy's like, I'm going to go ahead and rock this shit out. I'm going to cut the grass.
Make a name for my own self.
Right. Make a name. That's how I feel like, though. I don't like trust fund kids. I don't like trust. Right. I don't like anybody. That's why I was one time.
Hey, you too, Raph.
I was going, shout out Raph. So I was going back and forth, Jones and with a younger dude or whatever. And I said, I don't know why I'm joking with a person, because he was like, yo, your shoes, this, that, and third, or you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, okay, listen, my shoes might not be as expensive as yours, but you know what? My mom and dad ain't buy mine. I'm not sitting arguing with a nigga that don't pay rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy for you. I'm a grown with it. And when I started doing that, the tide started turning. It was like this. He started feeling bad about himself. I'm like, yo, B, you're absolutely a leech right now. Like, yo, you go to work and then, you know what I'm saying, your mom still make your bed up for you. Who the fuck are you to talk to me in the way that you talk to me? It was great. Like, you know what I'm saying? He cried a little bit in the car. He just stopped talking. It was awesome. I crushed his little soul. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, at the end of the day, it's like you can't help what family you're born into. And that's fine. But also don't be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Don't be an asshole. And then it's like this. If you know what I'm saying? If I were to ever come into some real financial gains and in a place where I could be, you know what I'm saying, in a place of someone that's wealthy or have generational wealth, I need to let my children know that y'all didn't do shit for this money. Y'all just happen to be born at the right time. You know what I'm saying? You was in my nuts and you just happen to be the niggas that won in the nut competition.
But that is the dilemma, right? But Bishop, that is the dilemma. But Bishop, that is the dilemma, right? Because, like, okay, even though it's not necessarily real, but like Black as Fuck, right? That show, we were all not every single person, but there was commentary and people were frustrated about the way the kids behaved and such. He's like, this is the shit that's happening in my life with my kids. Like, we talk about, generational wealth all the time and moving up the socioeconomic ladder and everything. But the challenges that we face when we put our kids in certain spaces, right? They learn new, they have their conversations about things change, their ideals and value systems change based on the group of people that you now send them to private school with.
What I'm saying is,
I don't agree, and I don't.
I didn't say. Let me break this down for you. I didn't say it was absolute though, but I'm saying that like those are challenges that people may face in the moving forward, and everybody can't figure it out.
I have been raised to understand my privilege and use it for good. Period. I have raised my children to understand their privilege and use it for good. My parents ain't always have it all, but me and my sister had everything that we needed, and we never lacked anything. The same with my children. However, if you do it right, you raise humans that understand that and use it to help others, and use it to and have an empathetic heart. And I understand everyone didn't grow up with two parents in their house. Yeah. I understand that
even good parents. They might have had two parents, but not good parents.
Right. They didn't have two good parents. I have two great parents. I had a car when my first car was a Fiat 124 Spider, red convertible. Like, I understand that shit.
Oh, you don't need to talk. I need to give you the button
because my son has a fucking 2-door Honda Accord with personalized tags sitting out in the driveway.
Personalized.
Yeah. Personalized. I didn't even do that. His aunt did that. But but it's all well and good. Right. If you as a child, a parent of a child, if you are a good child and you do the things that you're supposed to do as a child, then you get what you get. I'm spoiled as fuck. I still am by my parents. I have been forever. So has my sister. But we earned those things. However, they could be one, taken away in the blink of an eye, but two, they are earned and they are paid forward. So we always are giving. We always are volunteering. We always are understanding that the circumstances under which we were raised, myself, and I teach that to my kids, are not always everyone's circumstance.
So Keish,
though my kids are skeptical of everything, as I am, and that's just how I raised them. We don't make fun. Well, yeah, we don't make fun of things that people can't control. So and that's what I taught them at a time when they were, meeting kids at school and just shit was crazy. Social media and kids getting bullied off the internet and all of that good stuff. We don't make fun of shit that people cannot control. And for the most part, children don't control shit. They don't control their diet, so they may be overweight. They don't control the clothes they wear, so they might not be up to the societal standards of what kids should wear. Like, and so if you have these ideals in your mind and you raise your kids with these ideals, they'll turn out right. Because I see it every day. Like, I say shit and my kids are like, Mom, come on, come on, Mom.
Right.
That's not right.
Right.
Like, when my kids correct me on the bullshit that I say, and if y'all watch this show or y'all watch Straight to Tape, you know how my mouth is. They shut up. They pause me sometimes and are like, hey, Mom, that ain't even right. That ain't even right. And when you do that, then we make a better world.
But like, everybody doesn't. But you see how you had parents that taught you to be that parent. That there are lots of people who come into. That's not
what happened. My parents didn't teach me to be that parent. My parents treated me that way, and I proliferated that.
But But that's teaching. You're learning. That's you learning. You're learning.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't sit you down and give you a book, but you learn. Like we learn behaviors, like we learn values from our parents and the family that we're around, whatever our family is, right? Whatever we call our family, we learn our values and what's important to us and like how we socially interact from those
it based on the person.
So you have great people to give you that. Definitely.
No,
right.
I agree, but I do want to add, just to coincide to what Keisha's saying, is that you can have a person that has an alcoholic parent, and one child can look at them and say, I learned from being alcoholic.
An anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one can say, I
definitely.
not to drink by watching you.
Yeah,
so
right. I don't drink it all because my dad was an alcoholic. Yep.
Or mom. That's why I want to say that.
Yeah.
Well, what I normally do is just write because we, since I deal with Cadence or whatever, with her growing up and stuff like that, and kind of like where, so I come from a place where my father wouldn't allow me to be bullied. Mm-hmm. It just was funny because he already knew that, Reem, you're kind of short. You know what I'm saying? I was always small. I wasn't like Rasheen. Rasheen was kind of always big for his age, where I was small, right? Yeah, okay. I'm little.
He took all the tall points.
Shut your face.
Oh, okay. Everybody hates Chris. So y'all were like, everybody hates Chris.
But my father told me this right here. He wouldn't allow me to bully. He understood that you had worth. You know what I'm saying? That, kids are gonna come at you. So, but he realized. Then this one I kind of told my daughter too. I was like, it doesn't matter who it is. Everybody has something wrong with them. Mm-hmm. So when someone's trying to make fun of you, I say, I was always a kid that this right here. I always sat back and I watched the whole room. This is what they do. This is what they do. So if you're really closely friends with me, like things that you do, I've already picked up on it. Yep. So you'll be in the kitchen or something like that, Keish, and how you move or whatever. I'm around you enough, I'll start playing with you and doing the same things, picking up the utensils and all that stuff, because that's how I learned. You know what I'm saying? Because that was kind of like my defense mechanism out of like straight up just brawling all the time. Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying, they want to pick on a little kid.
He was short and thick.
I was thick. Thick. Thickness later on. My thickness came in later on. You know what I'm saying? After I had the first baby, you know what I'm saying? Sat on in. It came and sat on in. I kept it. So you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, I just realized it doesn't matter who you are, right? Everybody has an insecurity, and it's like this. When it comes down to me being funny and joking on people, it's like this. I know there's something wrong with you. I know there's something. I know exactly when you coming at me, because guess what? Like you said, you can't control that you're rich, but you can control that you need to brush your teeth this morning. And guess what?
Yeah,
this is how bad I'm with your rich ass. You out here using dollar toothpaste. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yo, and guess what?
That's the free range I gave my kids. Like kids are so fucking mean, and they learn that meanness from their parents. And there's no other way, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, if a kid comes in and fucking holes in his shoes and tattered and worn clothes, but he didn't brush his teeth that morning, fuck his clothes. Go for that breath. Go for that breath.
And my thing was, I never bullied anybody.
I mean, in all that, because like, shout out to my homie Danielle. She did a coat drive today, and we donated, like, me and my boys, we always donate stuff, and we do stuff every year, but they already know it's like, okay, one, like Bishop said, hey, you got to be ready to snap back because they're gonna try to make fun of you, so you need to make light of their shortcomings or certain points too. But as a respectable person, even after that, you got to be like, okay, if this person got some busted up shoes, let's see why they got some busted up shoes.
Right.
Kids aren't going to do that though. We're talking about you.
No, I'm telling you, I love my sons to death, and I don't want to like my sons are the greatest. I do think that, but my sons are like that, and they're like, they recognize everything. They're very, very, very.
So they come home and be like, Dad, we need 4 pairs of sneakers.
Yes, like my youngest, he's like, "Hey, Dad, I want to give my jacket to such and such because they're only wearing this in my jacket is thicker, and I have another jacket that they can wear." Like they have that. Like even for Christmas, like my kids are like, "Hey, can we just get some rechargeable batteries for our controllers?" That's all you want? Yes, Dad, because we can give our gift cards to someone else that doesn't have what we have.
That's
you know
sweet.
what I'm saying? Like they're observant of that, and I freaking love my sons. You know what I'm saying for that, like that.
Go ahead and give them gift cards to donate, son.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we did that, and that's what I'm saying. We did that, and like I said, we did the coat drive today, and you know what I'm saying. Like, they're very much so like they know that they have a little bit more than what other people have.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And I want to say that
so
too.
Cool. That's why they don't ask a whole lot.
Right.
They don't ask a whole lot at all, and I really appreciate them for that.
And it's like this when you don't have much. You know what I'm saying? When you grow up, it's like this. Because I think what we got was it's like we grew up in, you know what I'm saying, everybody was poor. So it was like it was almost like whatever. But I knew what I had too, because I was like, I had a 2-parent home with a very present father. My grandmother lived across the street, and just depending on what uncle had a bad time, I had 3 or 4 uncles still over there. So you know what I'm saying? So with me, I've always had my grandmother had 6 boys. So I've always had positive male figures, alpha male figures in my life. So you know what I'm saying? Which kind of like made me walk around with my chest out because you know what I'm saying, you know, and then it was almost like a rarity. Like our block, if I think about my block, like everybody either had their dad or their stepfather with them on. It was one of those situations where, you know, all the males had male figures in the home.
But can I pause you there to say that statistically, that's not an anomaly. Like there's this whole, just like the welfare mama myth is built. There's this whole myth built around absent Black fathers when in actuality, if you study the data based on surveys that have been taken over the past 25 years, Black fathers are more present than any other race's counterparts. They may not be in the home, but they're more present. So they ask all these questions like, how many times of the past month have you given your kid a bath? Or how many times of the past month have you fed your kid dinner? Or whatever.
Oh yeah.
These surveys done over the past 20 to 25 years show that Black men are more present fathers than their white counterparts.
And you know, I think that, you know, that comes into part.
Black father shit and the bullshit that's proliferated over social media because of their bitter Black women and bitter Black men that don't get along with each other. It's a farce, yo. It's a farce. And so
way more the other. I agree.
Not to say that your experience, I'm not to diminish your experience at all, Bishop, at all, any of you. But just like welfare Black mamas isn't really a thing.
It wasn't. Ain't enough of us.
Neither is absent Black fathers. Other, I mean, any more than any other race in this country. So
and I think I'm speaking to that point too. Was like, yo, we all like it wasn't I came from a place where there was always a male in a home. If there was always a stronger Black male, and it was like this, even the drug dealers grew up in 2 parents family homes in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It was just like this. It's like one of those situations. Like, you know, of course you had some cats that had single mothers and all that shit, and whatever got caught up. But it's like, you know, but even still, I had like my dad was like the neighborhood dad. You know what I'm saying? So it was like this. He would go, oh, your sons want to come over and play with Kareem? Yeah, well, okay. I'm going to tell you this right here. If they come in my house, you know what I mean? I'm going to take hard to whip their ass. You know what I'm saying? Do something wrong with whipping their ass. And if you don't want me to whip their ass, then they can stay outside.
Right.
They can play outside. But you know what I mean? Just like I'll protect them from a bear. I remember he said this to whose mother? My man Reef, my man Justin's mother. I had to walk him to the house, and he introduced himself. This is my son. My son plays with your son. I'm gonna tell you this right there. And every mother that he told that, oh, whip his ass. What is that? And they look at my
and I just want to clarify this. This was in Philadelphia.
This was in Philadelphia. This is on 49th and Ogden. 49th and Ogden, Hoop Street.
Hold on, wait.
She's throwing them at you.
Wait a minute, Bishop. Just can we confirm this
Let's
address?
see if I can Google that.
Can we Google Maps? Is this a real place?
Oh yes,
this is a real street.
Okay.
Pull up 49th.
Where he spent summers. This is
49th Street.
Okay.
So you went to Philly like I came to Durham when I was a kid.
No. I lived in Philly. I had roaches in Philly.
Bishop, stop.
You from a place where you got roaches? I had roaches in Philly.
Yeah, roaches in Philly.
I had roaches.
With the rats in Philly.
Roaches?
Over the summer.
Today.
Hey, Judge, you stop disrespecting me. I'll be right back. Yo, stay right there, though. Stay right there.
He's gonna go get his daddy's cup. I already know what the fuck he's finna do. This nigga's finna go get his daddy's mug.
I'm about to put my shoes on to go to Justin's crib. That's what's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to your crib.
He said you live 4 minutes away. He said you live 4 minutes away. 5 minutes away, motherfucker. 5 minutes. He's coming to your house in 5 minutes.
I'm blocking the drive.
7 minutes. I gotta come over that way anyway, so I'll make sure I stop by.
Yo, you stop. Come on, stop. Please stop by. Please stop by. I'm gonna open up the back.
Show,
what I want to do is just right here. I'm gonna open up the back gate. I want you to come through the back gate so we can fight in the backyard, so nobody see it. Nobody see it. You know what I'm saying?
On the hill part. Got
you. Into the fruit trees.
No, but no. So there is a lot of and thank you, Keish, for bringing it up because I actually am single father. Just I have both my boys, and I guess with my messiness, 2 kids, 2 different mothers, but I have custody of both of them. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through those situations where, hey, I got one mom that's just like, all right, it is what it is, and with my oldest, I've had court order custody with him since he was 5, and he's 13 now. Mm-hmm. But I've had him with me since he was 2. Mm-hmm. So for 3 years, I was doing a lot of court battles and everything like that. But I've been surrounded around a lot, especially down here, and I would say North Carolina, if you are on the up and up, if you are straight, if they can see that you are really trying to be a good man and be a good father to your child and take it, like the courts will stick up for you and they will defend you and they'll be behind you. Durham County anyway. I don't know how much for Wake County or any of these other counties. But I've been around a lot of males, black males that have, full custody or primary custody of their kids. And, they're like I said, I can only say for Durham, they're handling themselves accordingly and they're doing anything in there. It's like, you see so many, it's like, damn, you trash.
Like this is completely different from the narrative that I see.
Right? Yo, it's completely.
Like, am I living in utopia or am I being lied to?
That's why
it's
a combination
of both.
It can only be Durham.
Like, do we live in a weird place?
I think what it is too. It's like this. Like if you talk about like even when people say like if you look at the generation of even like with hip hop and everything like that, like we only have. Like if you think of every rapper that that got kids, they take care of their kids. It's like this. There is no deadbeat ass fathers in rap music. I had a baby. Here's my baby. Like Lil Wayne got all. He always has all his.
I'm like Keisha, calm down. Keisha, calm down.
No, I'm like my brain is moving.
Okay,
right. I'm saying it's like this, but most of the time,
50 got like a slew of fucking kids before this little light skin boy, this cute little light skin boy on Instagram. Who 50 Cent?
I mean, we can always find an outlier though, right? We can always find somebody who doesn't.
That's always right.
There's a few, but for the most part, think about like black fathers.
That's all right. That's all right. People like fuck them kids. That's okay.
Conversation. I had to have that conversation with my mama because my mom was like 72, 73, something like that.
Mama.
And she thinks like of when I was young, I don't think she saw Black fathers as involved in their children's lives, right? So in her head, that's still not happening, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, I have to have this constant conversation with her whenever we have conversations about men who happen to be fathers. You know, sometimes it's like somebody I know or like someone she tells me about or a situation. I'm like, no, ma.
She's expecting you to find a single Black man with no kids, right, at this age.
No, not even that. Just the idea that Black men aren't active in their children's lives. Right. Like just that idea. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She thinks that shit's real, whether it was in her own personal life, whether it was a reality during a certain time period, right? Yeah. It is not no real shit now. And so I have to constantly have a conversation with her about, nah, mom, like they be walking around with the baby straps on their chest. They got the baby straps.
They good.
Like,
have y'all ever listened? Fathers. Have y'all ever listened to the monologue at the end of the LTD? Is it LTD? I Miss You with Teddy Pendergrass. When the dude was like, hey, I got a new gig, and you know I miss you, and hey, how's my baby doing? Like that whole part of that song. Oh, I miss you, miss that song. There's a monologue at the end of that song, and it basically that song was made in like 78, 9, maybe 7. Okay. But the whole monologue in that song, and there's a lot of songs during that time that have these monologues that basically paint a picture of when our parents were growing up and the standard during that time. So this guy is basically like, this whole song is about how this man misses this woman so much. Mm-hmm. And the monologue at the end of the song kind of buttons it up. And this guy is talking, saying, hey, 1, I got a job. 2, how's my baby doing? Because I ain't seen him in a long time. And I just think that just light bulb, though this is not like absent Black fathers is really not a thing that
it's a thing, but it's not.
It's no fathers. More a thing than
though, like
any other race, right? But we want to sing about it. We want to put the whole shit in the song, and that assists with the proliferation of that through our culture of us thinking that it is more of a thing than damn Trace Atkins or damn Achy Breaky Heart dude. They don't sing about being an absent father, right?
Or they don't sing about their fathers.
Example.
They don't sing about their fathers, but they don't sing about being Gwen Stefani's whoever her baby daddy is, which is not what's his name. You know what I'm saying?
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Yeah. They're on the same show. Like Garth Brooks. Is it Garth Brooks?
No, it's not Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks never cheat on Mrs. Brooks.
Anyway, so whoever these white women's baby daddies are, we don't ever Blake Shelton.
There you go.
Right, but that's not her baby daddy.
It's Gavin.
It's her fiance now. Gavin. Right, they're about to get married, but she has 2 or 3 kids by someone else who no one ever mentioned.
Gavin, Keisha.
Huh?
His name is Gavin. They was in No Doubt together. I'm sorry.
Oh, he was a No Doubt dude.
Nobody mentions him as an absent father, right?
Right.
But is he an absent father? That's what I'm wondering.
They don't sing about him being an absent father. Maybe he's not an absent father, but we don't. What I'm saying is we don't ever get that chance to maybe not be an absent father, just not be a present in the forefront of media father.
And what I'm going to say this right here, I want to say this right here. A lot of fathers don't want to be absent fathers, but you got a dickhead that's your motherfucking baby mom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this, like at the end of the day, it's a lot of cats out there, and I'm speaking, you know what I'm saying, where they make it hard as shit.
Keisha went away.
And the dude's just like, yo, because and let's talk about this. We're gonna talk about this right here. Because a lot of women out there, hold on. A lot of women out there, a lot of women out there want to have keeping their babies. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep this nigga around, and that motherfucker was like, yo, here the $300, yo. Here the $300. I don't want to deal with you in that situation. And they say, and then it's like this, and then they expect this dude to act a certain way when it comes down to them, and it's like, I'm a package deal, right? And then it's like this. No, you're not a package deal. Like my thing is right here. You know what I'm saying? You are not. No, I could care for my children and not really give a fuck if you eat. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as the children are fed. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna share a story and come back. I'm gonna let you talk, but I'm gonna share a story and come back. Right. I'm gonna come back and share a story.
Right. So it's like this. So we also got that small percentage of people that also perpetrate the black absent father, the black absent. Oh my God, the father's absent. Well, what you know what I'm saying? When you throw a fucking car engine at the nigga every time he come over to the house, how many times he's supposed to come through to try to get these kids? You know what I'm saying?
It pisses me off a lot because
especially when a nigga is trying. It's like this.
Listen,
I know. I got homegirl.
We gotta start teaching black people to use the feelings wheel so that we could communicate more effectively.
Don't throw a car engine at your baby daddy.
Exactly. So instead of throwing the car wheel, she knows she's got feelings and she can use them and use words and not throw things.
No, it's a familial cycle. I think I was married for 13 years.
Congratulations.
He's so dumb. Keep going, Keisha. Don't ignore him. Keep going, Keisha.
Anyway,
Keisha, talk.
She said was married.
My ex-husband and I are the best because I basically told him like, yo, we gonna raise these kids together, whether you like it or not. And so I have it. It's hard to. It's not easy to co-parent with someone once you've had a broken relationship. At first, it's not.
Right.
There's a lot of hurt there. There's a lot of pain. There is a lot for you to unpack and get over. But guess how you do that? Therapy.
Ooh, shout out to therapy for helping black people.
And realizing that your greater purpose is to raise healthy, well-adjusted children who aren't screaming and yelling at those that they love like it's the fucking thing to do.
That's what I'm saying. What happens is this right here. What happens is that in some cases, and I'm saying this right here, in some cases, what happens is this right here. Someone will write the story for you, and you come along and you fit in that story, and they have their whole life planned out. Then you know what I'm saying, whatever happens, these, I'm gonna have a baby, and these things are supposed to happen. These things are supposed to happen, and when those things don't happen the way they want them to happen, then it's drama. It's drama at that point in time. It's like this. So when plans don't go correctly, and then it's like this because and I'm gonna look at this too right here because I have female friends. I have female friends that the dudes have done this right here. Was like, yo, I want you to have my baby. I want you to have my baby. I want you to have my baby. The lady had a baby, and these niggas just do a complete 180. Like, how the fuck you gonna ask her to have a baby with you and go through all that shit and then
ghost on them?
Right, then get ghost. Like, you's a piece of shit. You a piece of motherfucking shit. Especially when there's cats out there, and I'm gonna get to you in 1 second, that want to be in their children's life. And I'm a firm believer in this right here. If I have a child,
I just want to hug everybody.
I should not have to fight.
Can you more banana bread? Can I just send everybody more banana bread? I don't like the
banana
people
bread
that
won't
hurt
fix this.
I just wanna hug all of y'all and give
right here.
banana bread.
Candy, your banana bread will not help, but sweet potato pie will. So you know what I'm saying. So that's what it is. Banana bread just got in this situation. Banana bread is racism.
Hey, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that next week for Keith's birthday.
Sweet potato casserole.
Say it again, Jeff.
We're gonna do that next week for. Hey, we're gonna do that next week for Keith's birthday. That's what we're gonna do. The show at Keith's house.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday.
Look at Keisha.
Let me get my permission slip. Can you sign my permission slip to say that you're cold?
Put it in. Hey, I'm gonna do like I sent you that meme down. Like, hey, yo, if I ask her, she gonna say no. But if you ask her, she gonna say yes.
Right. You ask my wife for me, Key.
Next week, y'all can come to my house for the show. Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, but I'm saying I need you to inbox Nita right now and just do it so I can get out.
Okay.
Don't tell nobody though. I'm a man though. I rule my shit.
No, but you know what? I would really love to have the not just man parenting, but just the parenting child support topic in the later joint. Like we really need to hold on to that because it's. I mean, because we have Bishop that's married, but has a child before marriage. I'm divorced and have a child before and after marriage. Keish, who's divorced and has a child. P9, who's currently married. Candy, who's single. Like everyone had.
I'll just do production, y'all. I don't really matter in these conversations.
No, you do because we're both single women, and outside of my own children, there are circumstances that I've encountered.
Yes, and so that's
in
what I'm
dating
saying,
that if a nigga ain't taking care of his kids, I don't want to deal with you.
Thank you.
Or if he has too many kids and too many, like literally, I met a dude. Talk to him. We talked for weeks. Ask me how I never asked this question up front. I can't answer the question. But come to find out, he has 8 kids and 7 baby mamas. Like he was like up until that point, 4 weeks into our chatting back and forth, he was like the business. Had a gainfully employed, had his own everything, entrepreneur on the side, like my dream man. He had 7 kids. I mean 8 kids and 7 baby mamas.
Hey yo. First of all, let's everybody do this right here. Everybody give a shout out to Candy for having a mean ass pullout game. Thank you, Candy, for no kids, for having a mean pullout game. Candy, you go ahead.
You better go.
You better go, woman.
Hey, those plan B's became the plan A. You better go ahead.
Look, Candy be like this. What? What'd you say? What?
I said those plan B's became the plan A. You better go.
Ain't no plan B, nigga. Ain't no plan B.
Yo, Candy hop off the she be like this. Oh. Poof. And it just be a ball of smoke. She be in the other room. She just be in the other room.
Hey, she got a special
acrylic. That's your superpower.
That's a superpower.
She got a special acrylic paint that just wipe all.
Matter of fact, let's go to Facebook tonight and just shout out to Candy's pullout game. That's what
it's the paint fumes. It's the paint fumes.
It's the paint fumes. Let me stop.
Everybody be like, what?
But everybody has like
they wouldn't know. They wouldn't. There are people who know me from my last 2 lives, and there's some of them will understand.
It's all good. Yeah, I hope we're coming from a place of love when we say this.
When we say that.
Oh, it's okay. I think it's funny. It's all right. Like I don't have no problems with that. Look, you ask me how I'll explain. I don't have no problems with that.
It's all good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But no, like
I like checks.
Yeah,
I just want to be a single parent.
Thank you.
What you say? Can she?
She would end up single. I understand.
Need assist. I got Twizzlers on deck.
They're talking directly to her. I love y'all.
I got Twizzlers on deck.
You know she right over my shoulder.
I got some cab and some Pinot. We straight out here. Just let me know what you need. and I'm driving. We're gonna be back and forth. You ain't gonna have nothing to worry about.
There it is. As long as you driving, and Phenomenal gonna be there too.
Exactly.
Yo, she said she'll let you know. Okay, so we'll see you, or we might not see you next week.
You just need.
I did.
You just need to behave.
Look. I did my job. I'm
about to go ahead and do this Christmas.
Hey, you stay your ass in the house for the next 3 days.
Nigga. I'm about to cut the grass with scissors.
Cut the grass with scissors. You need to make sure the baby
mop and shit. I'm about to mop. I'm about to
I'm probably gonna put on a
starch these drapes. I'm gonna starch the drapes. I don't know what starch. I
got a whole bunch of baby wipes for you. Nigga.
I'm gonna put on a pot of black eyed peas. Y'all gotta eat some black eyed peas when you get here, so we can get to the 2021.
Listen, what I'm saying right here. Can I say this right here? If you give me black eyed peas. If you give me black eyed peas, we're gonna need to end the show on time because I'm gonna kill Justin in the car. I'm gonna kill him. I'm just. I'm going like,
he will. Look, ain't no never would have made it because you ain't gonna make it.
Never
would have made it. I'm a shit.
Bring a roll of toilet tissue. Bring a roll of toilet tissue.
Look,
so when you
I got some peppermint
baby
wipes. Exactly.
Poopery.
Yo, Bishop gonna clear out the car. He just gonna have to ghost ride the whip.
Exactly.
The gas will ghost ride the whip. He got gas. He got you on gas, Justin.
I got you on gas, bro.
He got me on a petro. He got me.
You better, bro. You better sit me in the third row. I'm sitting back.
I don't want no third row. You sit back beside, so I can push you out.
Just put him on a roof like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Just so I can put you out. That's it, man. That's it. I know.
Something like meow.
The charity at my home.
Yo, I remember this one time. I had got this brand new puppy, right? And it's crazy because I was on the tobacco truck.
Where's that puppy today?
Where the fuck is the puppy? That's what I want to know, Keisha.
I got rid of it. So we were hiking on the tobacco trail. Found this puppy. We took him in. This is when me and my ex were actually together, and took him in, and did everything. We were going to get the shots and doing all the stuff, and had the Banfield. And the only one that was open at the time was one in Raleigh. So I took the dog, and the dog was thrown up in the back of my car or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I need to drive slow. We coming back. And I'm riding slow because I know this dog was thrown up on the way there. And it's this car behind me just like tailgating the crap out of me. And I'm like, yo, I don't know what to tell you, fam. Like, go over to the side.
Puppy on board.
Puppy on board and everything. And ride past me. And out of all the people in North Carolina is Bishop. And he looking at me, he ride past me, he like,
why you driving so slow?
I got a vomiting puppy in my back seat.
Wow.
I was so pissed off at Justin. I was so pissed off. I was like, yo,
did you know it was him?
I didn't know. No, because me and he was in the car. Me and he was in the car. And I was like, I think that's Justin's car. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And me, she was like, "Yo, this nigga driving slow as shit." I'm
creeping on 40. I'm like, I don't want this dog to throw up no more in my car. Like, cause I love animals. I'm trying to be a good puppy father, and I'm just like, yo, I don't want no more throw up. Like, I'm just trying to get this dog home. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. And I'm like, of all the people, and this is like when me and him first got cool.
Yeah.
He rolled past me.
Y'all was new friends?
We were new friends at that time. I was like, why is this nigga so slow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, all the joints, man. It was crazy. I said something like, yo, I got a dog in the back. I know. I was like,
he was judging. Look, I super judged Justin this one. I was like, this how yo, I'm chilling with a nigga that drive at 40 on 40. Like, yo, I can't have nobody What if we got to get away from something like this? Nigga driving all careful.
What? He was
and if you know 40 like I know 40, then there is probably 2 or 3 other lanes.
Right.
On the fuck around.
No, it was just traffic. I don't know what it was.
This is old 40. This is old 40 though, but still.
Okay, 2 lanes. There was one other lane you could go.
Right. Listen, what I'm saying is right here, yo. You get off the exit B. Get in the medium B. I'm out here in these streets.
Medium.
The median.
That's what I call it. You can't talk. I don't know why you playing.
Yo, you know what I just felt? I found out not too long ago that it's not mixed match. It's mismatch.
Right.
I was 40 years old and I didn't know it wasn't mixed match. Years old. I just found out the whole time we've been saying it wrong.
I knew it was
mismatch.
Mixed
match. Yeah. I've been saying mixed match for fucking forever.
Candy, what is that?
She got a shawl on her collar.
What is that in that bowl?
Do you have a shawl in your painting?
I don't understand. Which question do you want me to answer? Shit.
All of them.
What's in the bowl?
Banana bread.
What's in the bowl?
Banana bread.
Banana bread.
Oh, but
banana bread. I have more Christmas crack if you want some.
She makes a banana bread with a shawl on.
Look at you are somebody mama. You hear me? That's chill out, James.
Somebody
mama. Somebody.
I don't
want babies on the black market.
Merry Christmas, you guys.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to you too.
It's gonna be a different
Merry Christmas.
All right, let's go through some quick because we've really been ranting and going on and having.
We have not talked about anything
quickly.
I'm not going over this side. We had 2 hours and 10 minutes right now.
Look, this Lil Wayne joint. So Lil Wayne is talking about he's not only getting rid of his joint, but the Nicki Minaj joint.
Lil Wayne looks like he has some kind of terminal illness right now. So I don't know, whatever.
Okay, got you. So do you care about the Lil Wayne stuff or no?
I think what it is like this. Like it's the contract. It's kind of like the Dave Chappelle contract. If they signed a contract for Lil Wayne that had what's the names, I think it's kind of a fucked up move. You know what I'm saying? If I was Lil Wayne, I would give them a chance to buy or give them their own masters.
You know right. So for me, it's more so like, okay, I don't care what Lil Wayne if he sells his own joints, but in this day and age, knowing how people thinking or how ownership is important, him as an artist should know it. Why did he try to sell his masters, his Nicki Minaj masters or Drake masters back to themselves? But given that Lil Wayne is out for himself, I expect that.
So we haven't talked a lot about the organization. When you see all of these articles about people selling their masters, they're selling them to this particular company. Yeah. I haven't looked it up. I don't remember the name of the company, but
it's Universal, and they're not the only. Universal's buying up a bunch of people's shit. If you go back and look,
yes, they are.
But that's not the one I'm thinking of. It's a new company that's buying these masters. That's going to kind of.
What's the parent company though? It's Universal.
Yeah, it's Universal.
No.
So Wayne stuff is bought. All this Wayne stuff is Universal. Universal also $500 million for another like a white guy, not the Beatles, but somebody. I wish I could remember who it was.
Paul McCartney, $300 million.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so it was Universal who did that too. It was Universal who bought up Paul McCartney shit too.
Yes, I agree. So it's Universal, but they have subsidiary companies.
They step in to do their dirty work for them.
Yes, you know what I'm saying, that they're doing it. I don't care mostly. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally don't care. I personally don't care because he's agreeing to something. It's not like he got jerked. It's not like a Dave Chappelle joint where he got jerked out of this contract. He's willfully selling the rights to his music and the rights to the other artist's music that he owns. He grimy, however, by not giving those artists the opportunity to buy those rights back.
Right. Like I said, yeah, because if he's selling, that's a lot of hits.
Yes,
he get it from
Young Money was kicking ass.
To be honest.
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing: when you sign a contract and you don't read it, you're not gonna read it when you sell it.
Right.
Basically. So Wayne is not gonna read the contracts that he signed, which were similar that he signed with these other artists, which are probably similar to the contracts that he signed for his own music to somehow alleviate people from whatever contractual duties they have. Right.
Yeah, like because remember all this shit with Baby, like with all this shit with Baby, where he was all stuck in and like I don't want to put music out because I'm stuck in this contract and this deal, and Jay-Z was trying to sign him, and then they sent him a cease and desist order and shit. Like where did he? That's who he learned it from. That's who he been with since he's 14.
Right.
My thing is this right here. I look at it like this. Hey, yo, Drake, you know what I'm saying? I think Drake will be okay. Drake's been kicking ass this year. He probably owns all these masters this year, so I think he'll be okay.
He owns out a lot of his masters other than like let's say the first 2 or 3 albums.
Right. So I think I think Drake will be cool.
Honestly, newer artists are okay.
No,
it's the older artists that are way far from okay.
It depends. In my personal opinion, it depends on the artist and who they're signed to.
Right.
Because you still have like Epic and 300 who are still taking these or still jerking these artists for these 360 deals, like
Lil Yachty,
and Blueface and a couple of these other artists. I don't think Migos had a 360, but I know maybe within like the first couple of deals where it's like, okay, they had these 360 deals and these bodies of work they don't own.
They don't own them.
They don't own their rights to their clothing, the clothing line joints. They don't own that. None of that shit. Like it's like this. It's like it's far in between. Like some artists, and I think Royce the 5'9" said this shit too that was really poignant. He was like, "Yo, if the shit ain't good, it don't matter who owns your masters. Like if you not putting if that shit not kicking ass, then there's no reason we don't care." Like,
but aside from that, the people that are reaching out to buy masters say, "Hey, Bishop, you got a great catalog. Can I buy your masters?" They have already like, I wish everyone would operate under the guys that whoever's approaching you is as smart as or smarter than you.
Right.
Like
right.
even if they're not, right? Even if they're not. So Universal is not going to approach Bishop if they haven't calculated out, like taking a calculator or put it in a fucking Excel spreadsheet.
Correct.
Say, okay, he's got 1 or 2 hits. They will make us, if we own these, they will make us this much money. It's called projection. It's called financial projection.
What's that one thing? What's that one?
87,000 other ones in his catalog, right? They know that. They've already weighed those options. They know if they buy your masters for this much, if they own these particular 3 hits you have, whether they can sell them to Geico to make a fucking jingle out of, how much potential money they can make from it. It's not black and white. It's not like that. So if people will start operating like they're not the smartest person in the room when they walk in the room,
right,
then they would be a lot better off.
Yeah, because it's like this, like kind of like Kenny was saying, when homeboy mom with the Lion King, when she was like, "Nah, I don't want that to me. Give me 100,000. I want my royalties."
100,000 and
bitch.
What guy?
It's mama.
Okay, so you know the dude that sung Simba's verse, Jason Weaver. He sung Simba verse. So his mom, Disney was gonna give them $2 million up front. His mom said, "Oh, y'all gonna give us $2 million up front?"
Yep.
And she was like, "No, I want $100,000 right now, and give me the royalties. We want all the royalties."
Right.
And again, can you imagine like when Lion King blew up
something? Right.
And he even said on Vlad, he's like, I've made well over the $2 million. You know
the whole story behind the actual song. Have y'all seen that? There's a documentary on Netflix about the actual man in Africa that wrote that song.
That
song.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
And how he got basically the song stolen from him.
No.
And his family had been in court forever trying to, because they had no idea. White people stole the song from him. Like white record producers stole the song from him, and then they sold it, and they sold it again and it ended up at Disney.
Right.
And Disney used it for the Lion King movie.
So Disney got it on a guise that it was a good deal.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Disney ended up doing the right thing and paying them back, but it's sitting in some trust, like held up. But not until Beyonce did Black is King did they start receiving. She brokered the deal and was like, I'm not doing this until this family gets paid from Disney Corporation. Right. So like, I'm not a Beyonce music fan, but her philanthropy is phenomenal. Like these are three, like the mom's dead, the dad's dead. These are three older Black African women that their dad's song has been played everywhere across the world, and they had never received any money for their dad's artistic property, basically.
Yes. And I get you. I definitely understand. Like one of the joints that I look at from that point of view, and I understand, but I just look at it like, okay, it's just business. You didn't put it in a you didn't operate business right. In a low budget thing. We're not talking about nothing as upscale as Disney or Beyonce, but Trinidad James, his first joint, that Gold All My Chain, or whatever, he found that beat for free. And then he made $1 million off of it.
And didn't go
so
back.
So the dude that was like, yo, you made $1 million off my
beat. Right.
Off my beat. He was like, oh, I'll give you 10,000. Because you had your joint for free.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
There's been so many examples of that. What's dude named I got bras in Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly. Just put them right here.
Panda.
Yeah,
the Panda. And it was on Kanye. You know what I'm
saying? Same situation.
Yeah. So my son is a producer. I told him not to put none of your shit out there. And you can put a writer on the contract, like if you get over a certain amount for this, basically this song hits, then you owe me such and such a percentage.
Right.
Like,
so,
but you grow. I mean, you grow and you learn, because a lot of them,
you learn, and that's
a lot of them. I was just talking to a dude tonight, and he was like, "Yo, I bought like there's a chick, and he loves her beats, and he listened to them all, and he fell asleep, and he woke up, and one was in his head, so we went back and found it." And he bought it for more than he's ever bought a beat for, but it couldn't have been a whole lot of money knowing the dude that I was talking to you. But like, if he takes that, like she agreed to his price. So he said, I get $150 for this beat.
Right.
Technically, if that's what she's offering, I mean, that's what he offered and she accepted, that is now his beat. So please understand, folks, how the game works. Like,
how the game works. Okay.
Unless you put some kind of caveat on it,
yes,
then it's that whoever takes it and puts lyrics to it or puts vocals to it or whatever, that is their music because they bought it. You can't tell me that if I go out to TJ Maxx and I buy a pair of dope ass jeans and I get photographed in them with my and I get like that picture gets taken and somehow makes it back in this world. It could technically happen, but somehow makes it back to Jordache or wherever, and they use that. TJ Maxx is not going to get paid for that.
Right. So two things. So the first thing you're talking about on that, there is a YouTuber that I follow. It's called Belief in Fatherhood. Black father, black family.
All your shirts.
He has I freaking love him. Yes, Belief in Father, and he does music as well. But he has a video where he talks about he took a picture of his son, and his ad agency said, "Hey, we want to give you $2,000 to own this photo, and we're going to push it out to whatever." And they were like, "Okay." He said, "Okay, hey, $2,000 for this photo." All right. They ended up giving the ad agency ended up giving the photo to Apple, and it was over 100 and something countries. He's like,
Jesus.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn. You know what I'm saying?
It's like anything. People need to hold on because in this age, digital age, everything you do is considered intellectual property. If you let it go, it's gone.
So, and then the other thing I was going to bring up, you were talking about Pusha T was on Drink Champs, and he was talking about how he wrote a verse or something. He did something for McDonald's, and the I'm loving it part
jingle for McDonald's.
And so, now the I'm loving it. Pusha T wrote that. I'm loving it.
It was like, was it 2003?
3 words. I'm loving it. Bishop, or anyone else that's watching, I'm loving it. Became a jingle for McDonald's.
And they paid him $400,000.
No, it wasn't that much.
Was it $40,000?
It was maybe $100,000. I thought.
No, I think it was $400,000. And he says that, but
okay, maybe
he learned.
I'll say $400,000, but even still $400,000. For I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Since 2003?
Since 2003.
Pusha T wrote
all the commercials and all the TV and it's been on. He's like, yo, I wish I would have just
kept the roll.
When he knows now, he would have had that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, he used that to he said he used the lesson that he learned with that to broker future deals. He said almost always go for royalty versus the upfront payment. Because he would have made way more than it was $400,000 because it's almost $500,000. But he was saying he would have made way more than that over the past.
But it's something else that he did too. Not I don't know if it was with Arby's or something else. Arby's. We have the meat.
He did that shit too.
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
Yep.
Arby's.
We had the
board at he didn't do the we had the meats, but he did the guitar chord at the end of that.
Boom,
boom, boom. He did that, and for that one, I think he did royalties. So he's good on that.
He learned his lesson.
The lesson that he learned with McDonald's to kind of adjust how he was doing his future deals. And that's all life's about, right? You make a fucking mistake, you see the mistake you made, you adapt and adjust, and you make another mistake, and you adapt and adjust, and you make another mistake, and you adapt and adjust.
Speaking of Drink Champs,
because what doesn't happen.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Candy.
Because this is the thing that doesn't happen, and it's a critique that I have over for creative of a lot of like creative education programs is that they're not teaching entrepreneurship or business skills. Like, so in art, right? I have a lot of friends who go and get their master's degrees in fine arts. And they teach them how to talk about their art. They teach them how to find a white wall to put their art on. But you know what they never fucking teach them how to do is sell shit or talk to customers, right? Or close a deal. And I have these conversations with my friends and I'm like, but you paid all this money and took all this time to do all this thing, right? So creatives don't have spaces except for like they don't have as many spaces except for like real world learning to figure out what works.
Right. That's not a skill innate to creatives at all.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you know what I started doing?
You don't have to teach them how to do art. You need to teach them how to do business around art.
And when I'm gonna say this right here, as being a host, and you know what I'm saying, as far as being a host, that's like kind of the hardest thing to do, because you know what I'm saying, a lot of stuff, you know, I lowball myself for years. You know what I'm saying? I lowball myself for years to the point. You know what happened? This what broke me out of that. When I came to one of my homeboys was doing a show, and the host was terrible. I'm talking about, and I don't like terrible hosting. Like, you just knows me. I'll talk shit. I don't like terrible hosting. But he was like this. I said, "Why didn't you ask me?" He's like, "Why didn't you ask?" I said, "Hey, why didn't you ask me to host it?" You know what the nigga said to me? Didn't think I could afford you. Because I had done like 10, you know what I'm saying? It was one time, like, you can ask Lita, I was doing about like 5 shows a month. You know what I'm saying? I was on everybody's shit. And he just thought that just the fact that I was working so much, he could afford. I was doing shows for like $25. Gas money. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just getting, I was liking to be out. You know what I'm saying?
Get my drinks.
You give me some free drinks.
Right, and nobody's teaching you, and nobody's teaching you like to build value or to understand a pay structure based on like your experience or like a base rate. You're not learning any of that except for when you get there, right? Once you get there and you talk to people, then you're learning that, right?
Yeah. So now I start doing this right here. I realized, and to speak to your about closing the deal, I always said this: I will work with anybody. So if you can't pay me X amount of dollars for a show, then I want you to do this right here. I want you to promise me first refusal on your next 4 shows. So what I do then is, you might keep me at the $60 rate that you're giving me, but I want $60 over the next 4 shows instead of charging you the $200 for just your one show. So what I do is I build customer bases. I build loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Bishop looked out for me. So what I do, but I tell them to do this right here. Don't tell them what I told you, what you paying me.
Yeah.
So much. You tell them that I told, and then what they do is that's how I got extra business and all that stuff. And then when cats with the bigger pockets, like, yo, how much Bishop charge? Because you know they talk. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
$4,000, nigga. $4,000.
$4,000. You know what I'm saying? But I'll do it for $200 right now because you know what I'm saying. I feel good about your shit.
That's the thing to figure out for sure, Bishop. I completely agree with you. That's the thing. I'm sure I charged less money for a paint. We ain't gonna talk about how. Like I know who I sold my first painting to, and I know how much I charged for that first painting I sold, and it is nothing in any way close to what I sell them for now, right? But shout out to. So there was like he's a horrible nigga. He's a horrible.
Your shit is priceless.
I like prices, so I hear you.
Priceless. Priceless.
I know, but I like prices. So, but I thank you. But like, shout out to his horrible nigga in every other aspect. But this fella I was dating, he was really into marketing, and he had me read guerrilla marketing. Horrible nigga in every other part of life. Dang. That was my really horrible nigga.
You have to get what you can from those people and move the fuck on.
Right.
And that's why I don't like. I needed to interact with that person because there were things that I got like business acumen wise that it pushed me into, and then I was like, oh, I need to do this. This is what marketing looks like. I need to la A B C and D, and that's what's like kind of separated me from some of my like counterparts where I get how to close a deal and I get how to sell something.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And I understand that it's not about just white walls, and I know how to diversify like my clientele and build it.
Diversify stocks and bonds, nigga.
Wu-Tang Financial.
It's not a thing, but it's not a thing that you necessarily learn in as any kind of like
that anywhere.
creative thing, whether we talk about DJing, they got DJ schools, whether we talk about comedy and you're honing it in some space, whether we talk about like visual art or music, no one in those spaces in the academia components of it, they're not teaching us how to make motherfucking money.
Well, they're not going to, because a lot of times those skills are innate.
Right.
And the people that have both the artistic skills and those hard skills of business, those are the ones that become the most successful. Mm-hmm. If they teach everybody how to do that, then the market will be flooded. It's not that
that's the lack mentality. I don't even fuck with that. I hear you. I don't fuck with the lack mentality. But I understand what you saying. Like, there's room for everybody. And if you're good at the thing you're good at and you really dig into your shit, like Bishop, there's a thing that you really tune into that you're better at than every fucking comic ever. All these niggas, you're better at it and it feels good and you know how to do it. And if you dig in there, nigga, it won't matter. Nobody else matters. It doesn't matter how many niggas there are doing it. It doesn't matter how
you can't beat the talent.
It is also surrounding yourself with people that you can learn those things from, right? Being in those spaces with those type of people that can learn that, because some people just don't have it and they can't do it. It's not a knock to those people. No. Candy, you happen to be one person that is artistically brilliant and also can soak up that business acumen part.
Right.
Some artists cannot do that
because they're too far into their art. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not even that. They just don't have everything ain't for everybody.
Right.
But realizing that about yourself and surrounding yourself with people who can help coach you along that path, or relinquishing all of that and be like, hey, fuck, I'm just going to do art. I got this team of people that are very close to me that are going to help me push this art. Right. But a lot of where people fail is that they think they can do it and they don't have the wherewithal to do it. And they won't admit that. And they don't surround themselves with people who can help them.
You know what I need to be. And I found out this too. Sometimes you can fake it a little bit too.
You can.
I've done this with comedy. I've done this with comedy. I had one of my homeboys play the role of my manager, just so I wouldn't have to say no.
Oh yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just need somebody. You just need somebody to be the asshole. So what he would do, I was like, if you came up to me like, Key, you like, Bishop, I want you to do a comedy show, this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, Key. Well, I have a manager. Boom. Talk over to what's name. So you know what he would do? He would talk to you, then call me back like, yo, this is what you asking for. And I'm like, tell her no. He's like, nah, we got something else going on or whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying? And what I'll do is this right here. Next time he said, what happened to the comedy show? I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? My manager, said it wasn't a good deal or whatever. So I just never thought, I just thought y'all couldn't make agreement. But it was really me saying, so that way I kept that relationship, because a lot of people think because they close with you, they can get the hookup. And I you know what I'm saying? I've never been a hookup guy. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a hookup guy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't fuck with a lot of people, because I know if I know I can't afford P9, I'm not gonna have P9 at my backyard barbecue.
I would never ask anybody that I call a friend to do anything at a discounted rate for me. Right. Like, I have friends that are hairdressers, they do my hair.
If you do my hair.
They do. I pay them more.
I gotta do my hair tonight.
I pay them more than what they're worth, because that's their craft. Like that
doesn't with a Y. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome, nigga.
Damn.
Y'all, look, I gotta go to night now.
No, you don't. Keisha say, Keisha. It's almost.
I'm off, but I do. I have to get up in the morning and wrap gifts and clean up and.
No, you don't. You ain't got to do nothing.
Under my Christmas tree.
Keisha, if you leave me, I'm on the shelf with these niggas.
Oh well, you know it's time to go. It's time for everybody to go to bed.
So wait a minute. Saturday evening.
Saturday evening. Are we doing Saturday or are we doing the show from my house?
I'm so confused.
Can't do both.
My birthday is on Saturday.
Well, I can't do both.
Saturday evening.
Y'all can do as many times as y'all want to.
You want to do Saturday or you want to do the show?
Well, I asked for a pass for the show next Wednesday.
All right. Don't be doing those Strictly Tape specials with.
They offered us.
We just talked about it. They don't love you like we love you.
No, I mean, like if we're gonna have a little shindig here for my birthday, then we'll just do.
They're gonna be here. They're gonna be there, but they're gonna be on
Wonder Powers. We'll just do a whole thing.
Hey, yo, but I'm gonna say this right here. I want to talk directly to Rob Thornton. Rob Thornton, I sent you the damn link, and you ran from it, brother.
Did he run from it?
He ran from the link.
I'm not gonna say nothing else.
What should we talk about?
I want no smoke.
No,
everybody gonna shake the
stick. You slap boxing Tico. Hold on. You said you slap boxing Tico, then you said you call what he called him a dickhead. He called
Rob a dickhead. Rob a dickhead, pussy. That's a Philly thing.
I really think have a question.
You know where the sentiment comes from.
I have a question. Justin, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What were you drinking last week?
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. It wasn't wine.
I said what I said.
Was it wine? Because it looked like wine.
No, it was not wine.
Probably was.
No, you never know.
But I said what I said. I ain't backing down from it.
Oh, okay.
I'm from Philly.
I'll let y'all niggas handle that.
Oh God, you sound like the niggas from New York.
I was born in Women's Medical Hospital. Like I know all my shit. Unlike Bishop, you know what I'm saying. You were born in Baltimore. You were born in Baltimore. You're not from
Josh. When I'm saying, can I say this right here, B? You just like anybody else. Just because you from a tough part of town don't make you tough, young man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be like,
please understand this right here. You know, please understand right here. I was tough in Philly. I'm tough in Durham. I'll be tough in Mooresville. I'm just a tough guy.
I'm a tough guy. Wipe your glasses off when you talk to me, man.
Listen.
Tough in Mooresville.
Exactly.
Look at me while I'm looking at you, looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Listen. You're saying how Jim Jones say it? Yo, I talk tough because I do tough things.
I do tough
things.
Giggle boxes. Oh, wow. Giggle box.
You're adorable. I love you, Mom.
So adorable.
Make sure y'all watch the tape on Sundays at 2 p.m.
Yeah, we're on break till the 10th, I think.
To the 10th.
Regardless, I want to shout it out.
Thanks.
Make sure y'all rock.
And we got big things popping. We are officially part of 230th Street Internet Radio. We will be doing a weekly hour show on there, so more details to come. But yeah, it's my
section is called the package.
Congratulations.
It is. Bishop's section is called the package.
The package.
The package.
Well, we gonna intelligently Ratchet gonna be on a nationally syndicated radio show on Spotify in somebody's garage in Idaho in about 17 weeks.
I love it. I'm there too. I'm everywhere. I'm on every fucking scene, yo. I'm on every scene.
Look, Specs Media, we working out here. Like everything about to be
I like the other name better, Justin. I like the other name you had better. I want the other name. I want that.
Got you. Okay. Whatever. I got to.
I'm going to say
his own name both. So we will, for tax purposes, we'll do whatever.
Can I say this right here, man? I want to say this. It's the end of the year. It's the end of the year part, man. And I want to say this right here from just with us being with Kazi, with me and Kazi starting this joint off on the couch and everything like that.
Are you gonna cry?
No, I'm not going to cry.
You can't cry too. Next week, Bishop. We can't.
No. I want to say no. I want to say because it's the only 5 people the only 5 people that's watching it is us on our cell phones. Like it's only 5 people.
Raph. Shout out to Raph.
Cell phones. Hey, Raph.
Raph. He's part of the family. But now I want to say this right here, like true story, man.
I'm about to say, Keisha, wait a minute. Go ahead. Do that again.
Hey, Raph.
Hold on. What you and Raph got going on?
Hey,
she be sitting there.
Real producers pay attention. That's what I'm saying. I pay attention to all that.
The details.
He ain't watching no more.
Yeah. Raph still watching. Raph you gonna hit Raph in the inbox like, yo, listen, go look at the last 30 seconds, Raph. Like
it goes down in the details.
Yo, shout out to me and Raph. We got a show coming up called the shit we drinking this week. And
that's not what the name of the show is. That's not what the name of the show is. Fix it. That is not what I said. That is not what I said.
You make it, I drink it.
What was it?
Hey guys, what we're gonna say is this right here. This has been the Trilogy Ratchet. This shit we got to take off the joint. And I'm supposed to tell these niggas something. So don't be A and Raph. He like, hey, big head.
Hey, big head.
Hey, big head.
Hurry up, bitch, because we on for 2.5 hours.
We out, man. No, I'm saying we going.
Oh, no, we are almost 3.
It's because I'm on vacation. That's fine.
Bye, everyone.
Bitch, say what you got to say.
Oh no, we done, yo. Cut it off a lot.
Cut it off.
All right.
Cut it off.
Next week will be our last time at 9 p.m. I promise you. That will be the last time at 9 p.m. Make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna have an actual year and wrap up in
a week.
Somebody may not be here. We don't know. Okay.
Damn.